Guys, we are going to we're going to switch over to this this $100 reloader that's also doing pretty well here. So
that's all right. $100 reloader is good.
Yeah, I mean we're doing pretty well here. Fifth out of
that's okay,
whatever.
Dutch. At least you didn't bubble. That would have been really shitty getting seventh. In
yeah, it's shitty as it is. I mean, it's $1,000 difference. $1,000 difference.
Did you just get banned?
Nah. I don't think so. You probably just got
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did. I mean, we'll just delete the message for it's okay. I mean, because then he's like, I spoiled it, LOL. don't spoil it, Vegas Jaden. Don't spoil it. It's okay. Not only did he spoil it, but then he brought attention to the spoil.
Yeah.
So timed out for 10 minutes. Go think about what you did, Jaden. We'll see you back here in a second. Gosh, I'm just kind of really irritated about that. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, $314. It's not losing. It's winning. It's winning. It's going to, you know, it covers our Sunday reloader entry. Make sure that it's not going to be a horrible bust today. But it does hurt, guys. It does hurt. And I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like that was looking pretty good. And then when we got the ace-king offsuit against the jack-8 suited, that's when I'm starting to think, wow, we could really make a deep run here.
Yeah, you're supposed to, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. That was very painful.
It was painful. It was painful. But you know what? We won. If someone offered us, hey, what would you think about the min cash here at the final table? I mean, it's a $90 tournament, basically, a $30 with rebuys and add-ons. So we're in for $90. We make $314, so it's something. Up $200 and something. It's a pretty good hourly rate. We left a lot of money on the table, though, guys. Yeah, and then getting just blown out by Bobby McLaw. Bobby.
It's all right. So you know Bobby
with his jack-8 suited.
So you know Bobby then, Dutch?
No, I don't know Bobby. I know that he's a pretty good player out here in Vegas. He's a local grinder. He makes he makes a lot of deep runs. Okay, so let's go ahead and.
So this is the reloader, right? All right, here we go. Reloading up.
We would be making it 3x, so let's make a little 3x plus the limp, and let's punish Katana here for the limp. So we actually hit it a little bit, and we get the full. Again, we don't have to hit it. We're just putting ourselves in that nice situation of being able to take down the. I'm still just irritated, you guys. Just still very irritated. So very irritated. Yeah, we put ourselves in the position to go ahead and take down the flop post. So, on the button with 6-7 suited against Katana.
Oh wow, that Bobby Claw has 300,000 chips now.
Yeah, he's got a ton of chips.
Woo-hoo,
so he's like, whatever.
So I'm gonna close that one out, and I'm gonna focus on the important one. Focus on the one that you're playing right now. Let's see what you got here. Oh, you're doing good in this one.
Yeah, we're doing great in it.
I like it.
We're doing really good. 5th out of 29. It's pretty good. And I think, what does it pay? 10? Places paid is 10. And this is a much bigger one. You look at top prize here is 5,300. So, could be a good day. Could be a good day, you guys.
Did you even get to Twitter that you had the final table?
I did. I tweeted right before we made the call.
See, that's why you don't do that. You jinxed yourself.
No. We didn't jinx ourselves.
Jinxed.
It's not a jinx.
Jinxed.
Mr. Massey.
They look jinxed.
Fuck you, Flop. That's how I feel right there. Fuck you, Flop. That's exactly how I feel. It was gross.
LOL. JD Cole saw it, came over. It's JD Cole's fault, no. Busto.
Papaya. Making a lot of 3-bets here. We're going to have to start 4-betting light against Papaya. It's irritating.
How much was that one? 300. Can you tell me how much that was? Because people want to know.
314.
314.
It's 314. Okay, so
it was an honor. Yeah, you didn't say it. It was an honor just to compete.
It was an honor just to compete.
Thank you, Checkered Karma. That was good. Can we see the lobby really quick for this one that you're playing now? So Ascol 34 Ice. Can we see the lobby right real quick?
Hold on.
Okay.
I heard you. I'm just trying to change the title here. Online poker at WSOP.com.
Reloader.
Taking down a poker tournament grind. Poker tournament. Poker grind. Taking down the 100 reloader.
What were you in for? $90?
$90. Okay, so what do we want to see?
Your lobby.
The lobby of the reloader? Is that what we're looking at?
No, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, let me show you this lobby for the next 20 minutes.
It was 314 or 16?
314. So here is the lobby. We are in 5th place out of 28. You'll look at the chip leader as a familiar face. Bobby McLaw, chip leader in this as well as chip leader in that 6-max. I don't really approve of the 12x shove, Bobby. I really don't. You know, you got 3 guys behind you who are all drowning stacks. We just made the money. We are going to be looking for those hands to get it all in there with, and we're going to be pretty light. So coming to the party with Jack 8 suited, I mean, at least you know when you do get called, you're probably not going to be that big of a dog, right? I mean, you're looking at something like a 36% against what you expect to get called with. But you're going to get called more often than you think there. And I also am kind of feeling like a normal raise does the trick. A normal raise, just making the min raise, and you're not risking 12, 13 bigs, you're risking 2. If someone comes over the top of you, then you can just fold the Jack 8 suited. Instead of having to be like, oh, fuck, well, let's hit. Oh, well, whatever. I still have the chip lead even if I double this guy up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's what you're thinking, but,
That's how you lose your chips, too.
That is how you lose your chips.
And you start doing that 3 times, and then you're done.
That's right. That's right. You do that 3 times, and you're out the door. So, I mean, it's... I just feel like
it just was very unlucky.
Too many chips to risk for for too little reward. I like the raise there. I don't like the shove there, but you make the shove. I make the call. You're on the wrong end of it, and you end up just sliding through like it's no big deal. Let me go ahead and take a look at. I want to see exactly how much of a favorite I was there, just to make myself a little bit sad. So, yeah, you weren't so bad. 38.95% against our 60%. When the flop comes out, then we're in real bad shape. Then it goes ahead and switches to us being about 30%. Then even on the turn, when we hit the nut the nut flush draw, we're still looking at 30%. So,
was
the
it
flop
ace
was
jack?
with you.
You're ace jack. He was ace jack, right?
He had Jack 8. We had ace king.
That's what I said 8. Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. What can we do there? I feel like folding is never right. You got ace king offsuit in that spot. You're just never folding it. But we should have really just like focused on the flop and really just like focused on hitting an ace. I should have just like closed my eyes and just like focused a little bit more and kind of try to maverick that shit. Instead, I was just like getting away with it. I was like, yeah. Yeah, Chizico VR, that's exactly right. That's exactly what we should have done. Mara Dave, you get a bony fish. You get a bony. Everybody gets a bony fish.
Fish is for everyone.
That's about right. Okay, so we got to get back to back to focusing here. I mean, this is an important tournament for us. This is actually a much bigger
Oh, is
bigger
your
deal
lobby
up
off,
front.
by
Yeah,
the
it's-
way?
it's off.
Okay.
This is a much bigger deal than the six max we just walked away from. I mean, if sixth place in this is about what first place is in the six max. So I mean, this is the second biggest tournament of the day. 93 runners in this thing. For most of us, it has a bigger buy-in than the than the 200. Wow, what a save for King Shippo. So Papaya gets it in bad here with ace queen suited. I think how I looked away for a second. I think how that went down was raise, 3-bet, shove, call. You can't really fault Papaya for that line, but what a save on the turn. So it comes out ace high. Papaya actually has the blocker, so King Shippo was sitting there looking at a one-outer. It's not a bad beat at all because, when you look at when they got it in, they got it in pre-flop where King's Hippo had way the best of it. So, yeah, so how it went down, King's Hippo fires at 2-9-9-9, opens for 2-9-9-9 at the 600, 1200, a 100 level under the gun with Queen. Papaya then makes it 11-5-9-7, almost a 4x, and then not really giving himself any sort of room to make the fold. So I don't really love. Let me go ahead and get the. So this is the hand history of that hand that we just saw. I don't really love Papaya's raise amount here, really. I mean, I think that he's really opening himself up to trouble with Castor and Mr. Marbles behind him. And he's making it too much. I think that if he raises 2.5x, something like a 7,500 as opposed to 11.5, then he's going to be able to actually fold if Castor shoves or Mr. Marble shoves. As it is, if Castor shoves, he's calling and he's going to be in a load of hurt. If King's Hippo shoves, he's calling and he's going to be in a load of hurt. So I don't know. Let's go and get back to what we're looking at here, which is a little Queen Jack suited action. And yeah, we got MDX going and isolating the short stack. I guess we're going to go ahead and get out of your way, MD.
Is late registration closed on this?
Whatever.
Dutch? It's been unclosed, right?
Yeah, this has been going on for a while. We registered for this the same time as that 6 max. So we've been playing this along with the 6 max and just kind of cruising in this as well. So we're pretty far into it.
It's a good idea. Then maybe you should do that more often. Is have a little table in the back round.
Yeah.
So you can just switch off.
What happened to our Nightbot? Why didn't we get
I did it already once. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I was just showing it because they were talking about.
Oh, you didn't actually ban
lobby.
anybody?
No. I was just saying that just because.
Yeah, let's go ahead and raise it here. It's a little bit on the optimistic side. But it's better than random. Queen High is going to be better than what Can-Can's usually has. So we'll go ahead and take a shot at it. We've got a mention on JD Cole. Retweeting the final table hype and then tweeting, never mind.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. That's about right,
you should
JD.
You should retweet never mind.
Yeah, I should. The Raz 12. That's right. If this poker thing doesn't work out, there's always professional Hearthstone. Maybe I can get Negrani to come along with me.
You guys can start.
We can just start. We can just play Hearthstone.
Where is that? Where's that tweet? I want to go find it because I think it's funny. Oh wait. I want to say come watch and then never mind.
Yeah, my wee wee is green. If you say so.
What did my wee wee in green say? His wee wee is green. Is it really? You think so? I don't think it is.
I don't think it's plus
Jack
EV.
8?
I don't think it's plus EV.
But whatever. Yeah, if you had like a weak ace, like a rag ace, or even a king, a jack is very, very blah. You're typing really loud, babe.
Well,
Like it's like my shirt. Stomping.
you can't. Yeah, you can't get owned when you're open raise.
You want
as a
him to
bluff
call.
with Jack 8 suited.
Don't you want him to call if you have ace king there? I mean, you want to double up.
You only get owned when you get called. The only way you get owned is when you shove for 12 plus big blinds into 3 drowning stacks. And
Well, he's
one
probably
of
not
them
going to
calls
win,
you.
that guy. Or he might. Well, he has a lot of chips, though. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's focus on the
Then
tournament at hand,
we're
yo.
Almost always looking at less than 40%.
Type, tippy, type, tippy, 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 tip.
I think the min raise fold option happens just as often as the shove call option does.
Papaya just made a big hand there.
Like exactly. So this is the thing. My wee wee is green. I think that
Yeah,
when he
just-
min
yeah,
raises
there.
and has to fold to a shove, it happens exactly as often as shoving and getting called. So I really don't think that he's inviting a lot of shoves there. I think that all 3 of us are looking to make a stand, and when we're going to make a stand, we're going to call or we're going to shove, and if we have pocket 7s there, I mean we're going to call with pocket 7s, and we're going to shove with pocket 7s. So would he rather him shove and us call, or would he rather him shove and then get away from it for 2 big blinds instead of having to be on the wrong side of a flip in those rare cases where he's actually not completely waxed? I don't know. We can agree to disagree. And I know that I know that it's constructive criticism here. My wee wee is green, and it's kind of like.
But what are you supposed to do there? Are you supposed to fold ace king?
No, I don't think my wee wee is green.
Oh, he's
is
just saying
questioning
that
how we played it at all. Of course,
he's
my
defending. He's defending how the other guy played it.
He's defending the Bobby McLaughlin
okay.
shove. That's all he's doing.
Okay, I see.
And
I don't really. I don't think you should.
I'm saying that the shove is not plus EV. He's saying it is. That's all. And I will say this, my wee wee is green. If it's not plus EV, I don't think that he's giving up that much EV. I don't think that he's losing that much. We're going to just go and make the check and hope our ace king beats his ace jack or ace 10. Okay, MDX. Nice hand with a 10-4 suited. Way to defend. Way to take some heat on the flop, and way to get max value out of it. So I would say this, wee wee. My wee wee is green. We can agree to disagree, but I think that we can both agree that if it's plus EV, it's marginal. If it's minus EV, it's marginal. So either way you look at it, I mean, like if I'm right or you're right, it's not like it's obviously good to shove there, and it's not like it's obviously good, to min raise versus the shove. I don't think that either play has that much expected value over the alternative. I also don't think that folding has that much is that much of a non-option either in the situation that he found himself in. Even though he's like the monster stack, the 3 stacks behind him, those are the 3. We all had kind of the short stacks, and we're the ones who, as the monster stack, we're not the ones he really should be attacking. He should be attacking the guys in second and third, where they actually have a lot to lose, rather than the drowning stacks. I mean, I say this a lot, don't attack a drowning stack. And it's so important in six-handed, in those kind of situations. It's actually good for him to keep us alive. It's actually good for him to have it six-handed as long as possible. He doesn't want me and the other guy to get knocked out and then find himself 3-way with 2 other stacks that are somewhat close to him. That's not what he wants. What he wants is to push that second stack and that third stack down, while leaving us kind of alone. And at the end, we're still six-handed, and everyone has 30,000 except for him, who has the rest. That's what he wants. And then he can start picking us off one at a time. By the time it finally gets heads up, he's looking at having a 20 or 30 to 1 advantage. That's the perfect path to take down that six max that six max W. So for the hand in a vacuum reason, I don't like it. For the the hand outside the vacuum, for the metagame reason of the strategy should be push down second and third, and keep the baby stacks around to allow you to apply maximum pressure on the other stacks. I think that's for all those reasons. I don't like the shove. I like the raise fold a lot better. Anyway, we can agree to disagree, and I know that you're being constructive.
Yeah.
I talk about it some more in the future. We 4 minutes from now. So anyway, back to what's in front of us. We are in 8th place out of 21. Getting down to that final 2 table spot. We just lost a nice pickup with the Ace King versus the 10-4 suited, and you can't really hold it against MDX 88 defending his big blind with 10-4 suited. Then when it comes 5-4-3 with 3 diamonds, I don't really know what he should do there. I do feel like check folding, that feels all wrong. So check calling and then seeing what happens on the turn. It's okay. I guess check raising also is an option. And if he were to have check raised, I think that we'd probably get away from the hand right then and there because we didn't have a diamond. But if we did have a diamond, we probably would have come right over the top of him with our overcards, flush draw, and straight gut shot straight draw. So we just saw 10s run smack into queens, and the queens hold up. So nice job, Mr. Marbles, knocking out one of them. Here we are, Papaya, doing a pretty good job wielding that big stack like a bat. We could make a little move with Jack 6 suited, but I think we're going to just kind of stand back a little bit and try to shake the past and focus on the present. We do have Pack Rat good game with kind of a drowning stack here, looking at about 11 bigs. Let's go ahead and make the raise here. And we'd love for Papaya or Pack Rat to go ahead and get a little bit frisky with us. MDX 88, we saw that he has a willingness to defend with 10-4 suited, so we can't really expect that this is going to get through. But, yeah, let's just see what happens. A flop like Ace Queen 10, a little bit scary, but we're not going anywhere. We'll fire out the 3300 and probably just take it down. We'll go ahead and just claim that equity. If he were to have check raised us, we're not folding, and what we're probably doing is calling with the intention of making a big bet if he checks to us, or raise if he bets into us on the turn. It could be the real Bobby. Yeah, I'm gonna, if you can't take the heat, you shouldn't watch the stream. I mean, what do you think I'm gonna do? Good job, nice job. Maybe there is a little bit of saltiness to it, Bobby. If that really is you.
I don't. Well, I don't think.
Let's ask him.
This not already abandoned him. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's just ask if it's really him.
It's not really him.
It could be.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, we'll just ask.
Oh, ask him on the chat and
yeah.
thing.
Bobby, are you BC?
Well, I don't think you should. I think you should just leave it be, man. It's just a game. You have 700 people watching you right now.
So we make the same amount. I do feel like King's Hippo making the check. I mean, what do we do here? I feel like if he had a flush draw, he check raises us instead of check call. So hold your breath. We hold. So that's gonna do it for King Shippo, and we're back up to 91,000.
Good job.
BCM Claw.
That was him or no?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Say, tell him good game, man. I mean, we don't need to make enemies over phantom shit and people trying to cause... You know, usually poker players actually like each other.
Yeah. I don't have a problem
I don't
with
know
Bobby
why.
Claw.
I mean, that's like
I really
to
don't.
assume that you don't like them because they beat you out.
Do you see a bony fish on Bobby Claw? No. But
So,
anyway.
just so everybody knows, there's no like inner wars between players. It's just, you know, poker.
I was talking mad
It's
shit.
like a love-hate.
No,
you weren't talking.
Shit about the Jack 8 versus Ace King beat. Some guy was like, your ears, your ears might have been ringing. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Dutch, did you do research on dog and earthquakes? No, you did not.
I haven't done it yet. Haven't done it yet, guys. I meant to.
LOL.
Look, I talk mad shit about everybody that knocks me out because
But
it
it's
hurts.
not like
it hurts.
it's not like it's personal, guys.
It's not. And the thing is, we respect these
There's
players.
only like
of
there's a handful of players that Dutch dislikes. We don't even mention them on stream.
No, we don't. And it's not Bobby Claw, and it's not B. Schreiber. It's not Butters. We love these guys. These guys are grinders. These guys are like, every day they're in there. They're fighting and they're in the trenches.
This is hard,
and
guys.
they're doing the same thing with us.
This is a hard battle. We don't need to fight each other.
They're gladiators in the arena with us every day.
Right.
So sometimes they nick us pretty good, and it hurts. But it doesn't mean that we don't respect what they're doing and respect their plays.
How many players pay in this one? 10?
10.
And the top prize is $5,378.
Yeah, that's right. We can pop in the lobby really quick.
Yeah, do that really quick.
You guys want to see again?
Just really quick.
Yeah. So
I mean, there's
really
I also want to mention that. There's so many times when other people during the poker world talk shit about somebody that's up and coming, and then they have to like be humbled later because that up and coming person dominates. I mean, that happens all the time.
All the time.
All the time. So that's just the way it is.
Bobby Claw isn't exactly up and coming.
Well, I just remember something that happened just recently where somebody's talking shit in the I think it was a Raz game that you were playing, but I won't. Yeah. About a player, and then he's a good player. Been around.
You talking about Helmuth?
No.
About Helmuth's 14 bracelet?
No, it wasn't Raz. Maybe it was a PLO, but it was a tournament you were,
that I was in?
Yeah, you were in it. And somebody talked shit to you.
Did he end up winning it?
Going deep.
Going deep.
But better than...
What are you talking about? What are you talking about down there, X-Mola?
I'm not going to say
No. Remind me. I want to go on tilt a little bit. I really don't know.
Not about you, Dutch. Gosh. I said other people talk about it. Yes.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with... Dutch doesn't know.
No,
You know my mind.
Anyway, confirmed that wasn't
tilty.
Bobby Claw.
It's not tilty. It's just about like how people constantly talk shit about other people's play all the time. Not getting all the information. That's all. And everybody plays different. People play differently.
They do.
But
Stinky Joe Stinky Joe in the big blind. We've got
So,
the old Jack 7 suited. We'll
What
make
did
a,
what did
we'll make a little raise there.
what did your friend say when you told him what the drama was about on the chat there? Did he laugh? He say,
He said, "No, that was me."
Oh, no.
You know, he's too busy.
He
He's
doesn't
multi-tabling.
care.
He doesn't care. You know, I mean, like that's the truth
doesn't
of
give
it.
a shit
I mean,
about the
like,
drama.
He's multi-tabling right
He's
now.
better
so
than
it's-
that. Good for you. Good for you, Bobby. That's too funny.
Okay, pocket eights. Pocket eights. I recognize that name in the big blind. I can't say who it is, but I recognize that name. Recognize that name.
Oh, I know what name it is. Let me see. Yeah. What up?
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
go ahead and attack the open limp with a little 7K. We would be making it 5K. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't be making a 5K. We'd be making it 4,100. So this is actually we're kind of at that point where it's just min raise. So we probably should have been making this 6K here.
Is it too much then with the 7?
Yeah, it's too much. It's okay though. I mean,
no, it's enough.
it's 6K, 7K. It doesn't matter. We're gonna get through. So yeah, that was a mistake though. We should have made it 6K. So here we're just making our opens at 1K, 2K really should just be minimum now. So we're gonna go ahead and min raise it with the pocket jacks. We'll see what happens. Papaya and Shriver, they love 3-betting us. What do we do, Shriver? He does. Look, he 3-bets us. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we will 4-bet. We're not going anywhere, Shriver. You got better than Jacks. You got better than Jacks.
Nice hand.
Always stressful. Feels like we're just like
my wee wee's green
playing
once, and I
chicken
told you so.
there. My wee wee's green said, "I told you so." What?
No, he wants to say "I told you so" because he wants you to ask the guy who
Oh.
it's just long and gone.
Yeah,
It's just-
I don't really need
it's
to
old
ask him
news
what his
now.
thought process was.
I mean,
You
I
know?
mean, it's like
I know-
really, dude.
we know
he's
what his
playing
thought
so
process
many. Yes. I mean, come on. Now you're being nitty.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make the fold here.
Oh wow. Did you just ban them?
No, I just muted him.
Okay.
But yeah, Ebony, we're probably gonna ban you if you if you say like we probably should just ban him right now. I mean, it's obviously the same guy. There's only one person in the world. There's only one
Well, that's the
in the
person that was
world.
talking about Bovada all day.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what? See you later.
Oh. Yeah.
It's like the same guy over and over comes in and says the
Yeah,
same
don't
thing.
even
It's
mention
like,
it,
okay,
Dutchie.
whatever. Do we mute? Nah. Let's just be done with it.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't get on Dutch's bad side after he's like.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood.
I usually banned, but he's
I'm
like
not
in the banning
mood. That's pretty funny. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to talk about Uncle Fester. Okay, we got back-to-back defending. Oh, jeez. We got MDX calling. Wow. Okay, we'll make the fold. Okay, second out of 16. I'm feeling pretty good here, you guys. We are 6 away from the money. It's a pretty big money bubble in this one. Let's load up the lobby again really quick. I want to look at the payouts here. So
don't leave the lobby on there though.
10th is 448. 9th is 537. Pretty pretty significant change. And then you start looking up top, 5,300 for first. Anything sixth and up is a grand, which a grand don't come for free. Pretty good day. What do you do, Shreve? What do you do, B. Shrever, with 10 big blinds? We've got the 10-9 suited.
What are you supposed to do?
I have no idea whether we're supposed to make this call or not. Getting almost 3-2. I think that we're just gonna let it go. I don't really feel like we need to. This is kind of one of these same situations where we talked about this before, right? When you're on the fence, and we are kind of on the fence here because 10-9 suited, even if he has overcards, we're looking at about 40%, which is probably, it's almost a call here. 1.5 to 1 would be a call. If he's got an under pair, we're looking at, sometimes even a favorite. I think 10-9 suited actually is a favorite against some under pairs like 3s or 2s. So it's really close. It's really close. But I think that when you're on the fence about a decision like this, and then you look at B. Shrever, you know that he's a positive player. He's got that shark. I kind of feel like when you're on the fence and it's a player you respect, you just let it go. So we let it go. We let him live. I pardon you, but we're not that we're probably not folding ace-10, ace-jack. Any pocket pair, we're probably making the call. Okay, so we got MDX coming in with 4,300. We got king-10 offsuit in the small blind. I think we're just going to make the fold here. Hold jack-10 off. Fold, fold, fold. We'll make a little stab at your papaya. Pretty big stack you found yourself with. Pretty big stack you found yourself with, papaya. We're gonna try to take a little bit of it right here. Can't imagine that you're not going to defend. He might even 3-bet. If he does 3-bet, what do we do with jack high? I don't know. We'll cross that bridge if we get there. A 7-7-8 against Stinky Joe. Pretty good flop for us, actually, so let's go ahead and fire out 4K. Fire out the same amount. Maybe we should have made it more like half. That's exactly what we're looking for on the turn. That's kind of our magic card. So now he fires out 10K.
Hey, Dutch, who's the guy that said, get on your bicycle?
Let's go ahead and make a call instead of... Do we want to raise here? Let's just call.
I forgot his name.
That's Tony G.
Tony G.
Wow. So he fires out 22K, and I think that we just fire out the rest of it, 16,000. I don't really feel like saving it, so if he's got 8s full or 9s full, then we suck. Luckily he doesn't, or he's just slow playing us. If he's just like running around right now being like, yes, I got him. I've got the 9s full. I've got the quad 7s. I'm gonna just slow roll him. I'm just gonna slow roll him. He might, but I don't think so. I think that we probably got this one. He's either being a dick or we got it. So. Okay, that puts us at 150, which that might actually be the chip lead here. Yeah, that's the chip lead. So let's go to the Twitterverse. Chip leader in the $100 reloader. I'll wait for it to catch up on the stream. And B. Shreve. Yeah, we're going to take it easy on you. Chip leader in the $100 reload.
When is the break?
In 8 minutes. Okay, so we're going to make the fold here against Julius.
I think we should have a banhammer emote, but I think it should be very epic. Like a boom. Maybe a nuclear explosion.
That's pretty funny.
It's be very, very loud.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
You just lose.
I folded pocket sevens.
No, you did not.
I did, yeah.
Ah!
Under the gun plus one, I folded sevens with 15
See,
left.
that's what you get when you...
I'm sitting here
busy.
tweeting, then I look up and it's sevens, and I'm like, oh, fuck me. And we actually end up hitting the set.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Now, that was a mistake. Jesus criminy.
Can't be results oriented.
Yeah, but Dutch, come on, man. That's pukey. Pay attention to your game.
Yeah.
Not...
Mr. Marbles. Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that one. That's okay. It's okay. We don't want to be too, too results oriented on it. The fact that we actually would have gotten through, and then the fact that we would have flopped a set. Maybe we wouldn't have flopped a set. I don't exactly know how WSOP.com does it. I should actually ask. I don't know if they generate the flop only as needed, or if they have the deck shuffled and then they bring out the flop and it's already generated before you make the open. I really don't know how it works, but I'm going to tell myself that they generate the flop as needed, so if we made the raise, the whole the flop would have come out differently. Let's go ahead and make the fold here. We don't really need to defend with 8-3 off. I think that's right. I think WSOP Player Forum, I actually think I've heard that before, that it was originally going to be Dutch Bigelow. Dutch Bigelow, male gigolo.
Who's that?
I feel like I've heard that before. And that he's not just making that up. I think Deuce Bigelow, Dutch Bigelow.
Oh, really? That's funny. I'm pretty upset about that sevens, man.
Look at this. We got Goluk giving us the 10. Thank you very much, man. So, yeah,
I'm
let's
very, very upset.
go ahead and
right
make the
now.
raise here.
Sorry.
I know, right? I'm upset about it, too.
Gosh, if I could throw something at you,
No.
I would.
Julius, what are you doing?
Here.
You're limping in and then folding. Oh. Okay. Well, if you're going to throw something at me, might as well.
Be something.
Throw a little fist bump
There
patch.
you
I'll
go.
take it.
There you go. I generated that fist bump patch just now. Sorry, I had to make I had to make myself laugh.
Yeah. So yeah, we might have lost some equity there making that tweet. Look, most of the time when you time out a hand, it's not that big of a deal. You can't really like. Can't really stress over it. Okay, so what do we do with eights here? MDX coming in under the gun.
Hey, GP Dutch. Congratulations. My name is GP Dutch.
I'm going to just make the call here. I don't really feel like I need to 3x it. Let's just call and see what he does post-flop. So a 10-7-3 is actually a pretty good flop for pocket eights. Let's go ahead and fire out a half-pot size bet and see what happens.
Oh, cool. We have a resub.
Poker Neo with the resub, man.
Thank you so
Big
very
fist bump
much.
to you. Welcome.
4 months.
Thank you very much for sticking with us. That was quite the drought. Quite the drought during the summer while we were on that bracelet hunt. We really didn't do too much streaming at all. So thanks for sticking with us, man, and not giving up on us.
Here's the hand. Here's the hand that's playing. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna put my little forehead fist right here.
Let's look at it.
Jesus, Dutch. Look. Yeah, nice. Look. Uh-oh. Look. 3, 2. Uh-oh. Look.
I'm looking. What do you guys think about this? Oops.
so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not Serious Gamer, thank you for coming out of lurking. So we got 170,000 now.
Twitch is the official jinxer.
Okay, so 1 out of 14. We got back-to-back here, making a raise, and we're just going to go ahead and make the fold.
Okay, everybody's needling you for a minute.
Yeah.
Let them needle you.
No one plays every hand perfect, you guys.
Especially when you're twittering and playing. This is why I don't like Dutch playing on the phone when he's playing.
That's right.
That means no chest or open face.
We will make the ship here with our ace high against Stinky Joe. You know, really, when you're thinking about making a ship in that spot, when you're looking at a guy with 5 bigs in front of him and you decide to go ahead and put him to the test, you probably should just count out the 5 or 6 that he has in front of him and put it in the middle, rather than declaring all in or making the shove. The reason for that being, every once in a while you do that without, and have that mind fart and not realize that someone behind you has already raised. And then you just feel like a complete idiot when you make that shove, the big blind folds, and then all of a sudden you hear, I call. You're like, we saw that with a couple years ago with the Gail Bowman hand, where the guy makes the ship and she's got pocket kings under the gun, and we've talked about it before on the stream. It's been talked about before. Hey Golok, I want to say also, I didn't really give your donation the big thank you that it deserved. I can't tell you how much it means to us that you actually supported the stream by clicking on the donation button. I mean, it's huge. That's like 2 subs right there. So thank you so much for clicking on that donation button, and I can't tell you how much it means to me. If there's anything I can do for you, I want you to let me know. And all of you subs, you guys are the best. Keep in mind, if you're not subscribing to the stream, we give all of the new subs a DRM-free digital version of my book Poker Tilt. So check that out, and don't be shy on clicking on that sub button, because if you were to buy the book, I think it costs as much or more than the sub button on Amazon right now, even in digital version. So it's basically like some free value, and we're going to try to push out more and more free value to you guys for actually supporting the stream and clicking on that sub button. Okay,
thanks,
guys.
Golok.
So we are chip leader in this thing with 12 left. We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to battle here in a second. I'm gonna get a little refill on the coffee. Get some blood moving in the head, and we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us, and don't go anywhere. Do it. So guys, we just got the resub from EC Few. So thank you so much for sticking with us, EC Few. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. We're back to it, guys. 10 seconds. Chip leader out of 12. I'm going to go ahead and adjust our title here. And we are pretty close to the bubble. Pretty close to the bubble, guys. And this is going to be a raise. It's going to be a raise here. Yeah, ECFU, thank you so much for sticking with us through that summer. Really appreciate it. Wow, what do we do with Julius? Making it a 4, 6, 12.
Whisper. Did you get it? Did you need to whisper?
Hey, yeah, and I will here in a second. Let me go ahead and focus on this. I mean, we're getting real close to the final table here. So, and look, I mean, we're hand for hand.
Are you?
Hand for hand.
No tweeting.
Yeah, so
So you guys need to tweet if that happens. No, Dutch's gonna tweet too. I'll have to watch what you're doing. Is it hand for hand still?
it's hand for hand.
Well, it's a long hand.
So we're going to have to be pretty aggro at this point. 1 out of 12, we are on the bubble, and we are the chip leaders. So we're going to be really, really pretty active. Let's see how it works. And yeah, this is a long hand. I wonder what's going on over on the other side there. So ace-3 suited, actually kind of on the upper end of our opening range here. If Stinky Joe were to have shoved, we would have reluctantly called. MDX88 has shown a willingness to defend very light, but I guess as we are hand for hand and we have him covered by 100,000, and he's just kind of looking at a very comfortable stack. If he just folds for a couple of orbits, I guess he just decides that it's not worth coming to the table with the old 10-4 offsuit. So Jack 3 suited, I think. I mean, it's kind of close, you guys. It really is. Let's go ahead and just make the fold, though. We don't really have to be such the bully. We got Stinky Joe shoving in a spot where he really shouldn't have any fold equity. I mean, Julius making the call here, it's going to be less than 8K. He's getting better than 2 to 1. So if everyone folds, we really should be seeing Julius suck it up and make the call. Now with pocket 8s, it's just kind of like an obvious no-brainer call. And Stinky Joe's going to be out. Yes, Stinky Joe is our 12th place finisher. So pretty close to the bubble. Stinky Joe, I mean, you did the right thing. I don't really know that, we're on the bubble, but you don't really have enough chips where you can just fold your way there. I think I don't really know what you're supposed to do there, Stinky Joe. There's not really a lot of other smaller stacks that are really going to. It's so tempting to just come over the top of back to back, but I think we're going to go ahead and get out of his way. So tempting to put that pressure on him right then and there, though. But we know back to back in real life. I've said before who he is, but he doesn't want to be revealed. He doesn't want to be called out and exposed. This is kind of one of those same situations where you look at the player, you kind of think about whether you really feel like going to battle with him with weak hands, and
Sorry.
you know that he doesn't really give that much of a care for the min cash here. So
thank you, Princess. 199. Good luck in the tourney, Dutch. Finish strong. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're going to try. We're going to try to finish strong. But what do we do here if Julius makes the shove? I don't know. I'm kind of glad that we don't have to worry about it. So pocket twos. Any pocket pair is definitely in our raising range. If we do get 3-bet here, or I mean, I don't really know what we do if back-to-back 3-bets and Mr. Marbles gets out of the way. But looks like we don't really have to think about it. 3 cheers for easy decisions. And Bobby Claw still in this one with us. Maybe we should look at the other table if you guys want. Take a look at this one. So here's what we're looking at on the other table. I'll just kind of switch back and forth between our table and the other table when we're hand for hand. So Bobby Claw was in the big blind there. We had an open, thought about it. Here's what we've got. We've got a little 5-deuce suited action. And yeah, I feel like it's probably a good spot to go ahead and make the raise. These are kind of the stacks we want to go attack. I mean, with this one, if we get 3-bet, we pretty much know what to do. So we get back-to-back making the call on the button. MDX 88 calling in the big blind. And it just comes out Ace King 8. We're just going to check fold. We're done with it. The plan was just to slide through without seeing a flop. When the flop comes out and completely whiffs us and looks pretty dangerous, we're just going to go ahead and give up. Let's see the other table, and we've got Bobby Claw shoving against Poker Cat with wow, and Poker Cat making the call with the King Jack, and Bobby Claw catching up on the river. So that's is it good for us? That's actually good for us. It's good that the money bubble doesn't burst because we're able to keep the pressure on. So we're gonna go ahead and keep the pressure on here by making the raise.
Uh-oh. Hutch Poker.
And Mr. Marbles making the 3-bet. It's a little bit awkward there, buddy. A little bit awkward. I mean, I feel like a half pot size raise isn't so bad.
My Twitter is down.
But we're gonna fold here too, so they're kind of just kind of making a fool out of us here. Next hand goes, and we've got the King Jack off now, and back to back comes at us pretty quick. We will go ahead and make the call. 10-5-6 is a pretty good flop for our range. Back to back. Misses his overcards. He fires out what looks like more than 3/4. I don't really know how you're figuring out that bet back to back. 10,000 and change into 13K. I really don't know how you're figuring that one out. And it was a very quick bet. I don't know, guys. Let's go and look at the other table here. So we got CC Birdman G making the raise, Poker Cat making the 3-bet from the button, and Poker Cat, even though she has quite a few chips, probably does feel a little bit like a drowning stack here after doubling up Bobby McLaw. So here we are with the 8-deuce off. I think that if it goes fold, 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 we'll go ahead and take a stab at back to back. I guess hopefully he defends and we're able to make that C-bet post flop. But with MDX coming at us, we'll get out of the way with our 8-2 offsuit. Chip leader, you guys, on the Stone Cold Money Bubble. Stone Cold Money Bubble. This is the second biggest tournament of the day, so I'm feeling pretty happy about it. We got Mr. Marbles in the big blind, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and come at him with a 5-3 off, the one gapper. Let's see what that other table's looking like. So we've got Katana limping in, Papaya trying to punish Katana, and wow, I mean this might be this might be the money bubble hand right now for Katana. What we know about Papaya is if we were going to put Papaya on a hand here, it's not going to be that strong of a hand. I think that we're probably looking at something like a pocket 8s, pocket 7s here. Katana limping and calling. Wow.
Is Chow here?
Do we got Chow in the stream?
They're saying they're trying to guess who back to back is.
Oh,
they're like, it's Chow.
It's Chow. Okay, so with King 5 off, yeah, I guess we just do our job here and we make the raise. What's the other table look like? Papaya raising, Jay Weatherman raising. Our table looks like Mr. Marbles getting out of the way and MDX88 getting out of the way. So our King High goes ahead and does the trick. And let's see what happens here. I mean, this is kind of
we're on
interesting.
the bubble.
Bubble, stone cold bubble. Yes, this is the stone cold bubble.
The bubble.
And we are depending on who wins this hand, we're a chip leader or second. I mean, Papaya's been doing pretty well here. And wow, I'm really surprised that Papaya just makes the check here. After having the pre-flop initiative, I'd really think that he fires out against the Weatherman. Weatherman makes a very quick shove here, and Papaya now getting 6.5 to 1 to make the call, actually thinking about giving it up. So Papaya probably has absolutely nothing, not even a spade. Very quick bet on the turn and folding for not a lot left. So, wow. Nice hand there, Weatherman. We're going to go ahead and make the fold with our 4-5
Kathy
off.
Liebert on here, too?
Yeah, Kathy Liebert's on the other hand, Poker Cat. So, yeah, we've got some strong players here. I mean, Poker Cat and back-to-back. We got Bobby McLaugh. I think, Papaya, you've been getting there, man. You've been getting there, and even though we don't agree with everything that you're doing, I think that it's probably time to go ahead and take that bony fish off and replace it with a shark. So Papaya's going to get the shark on us, even though he makes some mistakes. I just feel like he's gotten there so often. He's really making the deep runs these days. So Papaya, we're upgrading you, and we're going to say that even though we disagree with a lot of the pre-flop moves you're making, and we definitely disagree with the idea of adjusting your pre-flop raise amounts based on the strength of your hole cards, what you're doing post-flop, and the fact that you're really willing to do a lot of 3-betting, and your constant aggression is getting you deep in these things. So we're going to take off the bony fish and say, yeah, no player makes all the right moves. Everybody makes mistakes, and in your case, I don't think that the mistakes are keeping you from just completely crushing the game. So I think we're going to go ahead and make the fold here against Mr. Marbles. I don't, I just don't really feel like 3-betting here, which is what we'd probably have to do, or defending. And I mean, if we defend, we have to have a plan other than check fold if we miss, and in this case, even if we hit the queen, we shouldn't really feel too happy about it. So another confrontation here between Katana and Weatherman. Katana rivering the flush, and kind of, Weatherman should feel a little bit bad about the way that hand went down, because 22 bigs back to back, has 22 bigs, and we're sitting here with ace-6 off. Julius makes the shove for 12 bigs. We'll get out of the way, Julius, because I don't really feel like ace-6 offsuit is that strong when it comes down to it. Against a 12 big blind shove on the stone cold bubble. Let's go ahead and see what's going on the other table. We've got Papaya shoving all in against Katana pre-flop and just getting through. So Katana back to the lead, and we wake up with a nice little hand. Really, ace-10 suited is looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and make the raise when it gets to that trailing digit of 4. Back to back gets out of the way. Mr. Marbles decides to what? Decides to raise us. So we're not folding here, and he's going to have to fade a flop. Pretty good flop for us, I think. I mean, there are those ace king, ace queen, ace jack possibilities. But for the most part, I kind of feel like we're way ahead. Way ahead. I mean, if he's going to value bet the ace king, ace jack, ace queen here, then we're probably going to lose some chips. But let's go ahead and fire out a check here and see what he does on the river. So he fires out a check here, so maybe we can go ahead and fire out 24K, a little third pot bet, and get him to call with queens or jacks or tens, maybe even a weaker ace. He says no thank you, and I really think that he didn't have any outs when we hit that ace on the flop. So here we are, guys. Here we are, 200,000 chip leader in this thing, and if we go over on the other table, we've got Poker Cat is moving those chips really well with us. So
we are gonna take over the poker
I didn't
room.
see how it went down, but Papaya must have just donated quite a few chips to Poker Cat. I didn't see how. Vegas Jaden with the sub. Big fist bump to you.
Yay!
Welcome to the crew. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting the stream by clicking on that sub button. Vegas Jaden.
Now you
Man, it
have the
means so
patch.
much to me. Thank you so much. You are awesome. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be doing what we do here. And I'm going to tell you what. We're going to ship you a DRM-free digital version of my book, Poker Tilt. I spent more than a year writing this book. Hopefully you give it a read. Was it more than a year? Yeah, it was more than a year.
Now it is, yeah.
No, not more than a year ago. I spent more than a year writing it.
No,
Yep.
I only spent 3 days. Oh,
No,
yes,
no,
more than
no,
a
I
year.
did. More than a year.
I know, I'm just teasing.
So we're going to let Julius
Yeah,
kind of
more
sweat
of the
this out
year.
for a second. And Jaden, we're going to ship you this DRM-free digital version. So hopefully you get a chance to give it a read. The very first sub perk we're going to be rolling out to you, besides the cool emoticons and the idea that Sandberg saying back to back is Beth Shack.
Yeah.
Could be. Let's go ahead and take a shot at back to back here.
It's fine.
You've raised our big blind so often back to back, so we're gonna go ahead and return the favor. So yeah. Thank you so much, Vegas Jaden, and thank you all of you guys who are subscribers for being here with us. Thanks for all of the guys who have stuck with us through the series when we weren't really doing too much streaming. We did stream that online bracelet event, which was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool.
Hey, Dutch, could you report that last user, please?
Yeah, you got it. So we're
So
going to
they
go ahead
can
and
get
make the
IP
raise
banned?
here. Let me take a look here. And actually not such a bad flop for 7-2. I mean, we did catch a little bit of it. You know, if he started ahead and didn't hit a king or a 10, then we're actually quite ahead now.
Yeah, just take a second and we really need to remember that we have to report those.
Yeah.
It's like they were bored for the last 2 months and now they're coming out.
Okay, against MDX, let's go ahead and make the fold here. We'll go ahead and give back-to-back an opportunity to make a raise. The other table, no one's out. Back-to-back takes the opportunity to do it. And does he get through? I think he gets through here. Yeah, so we are 1 out of 11, guys. It's exciting. It's exciting, you guys. Let's go ahead and make the raise here. A little 5-3 offsuit. Does it get through? I think a good chunk of the time it gets through. Yeah, and it does. Let's take a look at the other table. Poker Cat's doing her job with that big stack. Just swinging it like a bat. Very well done there. Kathy Liebert, such a champion. Such a big fan of Kathy Liebert. I gave her my book over the last tournament I ever played over at the Venetian. She was there. And the last tournament I played at the Venetian, my last Venetian appearance, she was at the table, and we got to talking. I mean, I've known her for so long. She was already a pretty big name when I got into poker back in 2002, 2003. She is.
She's very awesome.
She is. And plays really well. Plays really well.
I try to get some pictures of her this year.
Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Yeah, I remember on day 2, she was the one who was heads up against Somerville in that shootout.
That's right.
Yeah. Julius, you've really been, kind of abusing your small blind privilege against our big blind stack. And I think that we're going to go ahead and let you keep on doing it for now. I mean, we're not going to go ahead and look you up with 10-3. Oh, wow, look at this. Weatherman making the shove with the 8-6, and going to be kind of hard to get there with that. Did CC Birdman have him covered? I can't remember. We might have just saw the money bubble burst. Yeah, Weatherman bursting the bubble with his 8-6 offsuit shove, and we are now no longer on the money bubble. We are in the money. So I'm going to go ahead and tweet that. No, I'm going to just focus on this. Yeah, I'm just going to focus.
Before you do that, is that HPT guest show on location, or is it a remote location?
It's remote. They do all of their post-production in Fargo. So I'm flying out to Fargo on Tuesday to do that guest commentary spot. Really looking forward to it, you guys. I hope that it goes really well. So what happens now is pretty much everybody, I mean, you look at here, MDX making the shove, you look over here, BM Claw making the shove. As soon as that bubble bursts, everyone just kind of breathes a sigh of relief, and all in. That's pretty much how it works. All in. That's how it works. And so back-to-back, making the call with the 7s, and he's out.
Oh, no.
And we're at the final table.
Oh, good. Oh, but, no, did back-to-back...
He didn't bubble.
Okay.
He got 10th.
Okay.
The bubble burst. He made the call with the 7s against MDX 88
so he's already
here,
on
just
there.
making the shove with
still
8.
It just refreshed.
Yeah, so here we are, final table, guys. It feels pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and wait for our...
you're chip leader, too, yo.
Are we? Yeah, yes, chip leader at the final table.
Yes, you be chip leading today.
So I'm going to wait until our... until it catches up to...
you just reveal who back-to-back is, because everybody's just guessing random names now.
No, I can't. He asked me not to.
I know. He asked...
But it's easy to look. Just look up back-to-back. Just Google back-to-back poker. Yeah. Back-to-back poker, and you're going to... I mean, it's...
That's all the hint we're giving you.
It's an open secret. But if I'm not your internet butler, just do a Google search if you're that curious.
Yes, you are.
Everyone
you're a poker
knows.
Butler, Dutch.
Everyone knows.
What the heck are you talking about?
But he did actually. When I confirmed that it was him, he actually specifically asked me not to out him, even though I already had.
Oh, we have to change the chat, by the way.
The title?
No.
Oh yeah.
To sub only,
you're right.
Yo.
But that's also we got to wait until it catches up. So.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna make that fold here.
Yeah, because we're gonna get trolls today.
It's okay.
We haven't really banned that many a lot.
No, it's been a good stream, and thank you all for being here. Thank you very much for spending a little bit of your Sunday night with us. Chip leader at the final table, live on Twitch. Check it out. Twitch.tv/Dutch Boyd. And guys, if you don't follow the stream, it doesn't cost you anything. It really helps us out. Just click on that follow button right underneath the video, and you can get notified when we go live, or you don't have to get notified. You can just just follow and choose not to get the notifications. Really helps us out. the more people we have here, the easier it is to get to grow, and we've got our work cut out for us if we want to be up there towards the top. I mean, Somerville is just crushing it. Staples is just crushing it, and they've got that marketing engine of PokerStars behind them. And looky Lou, look at this. We've got pocket aces. We'll go ahead and make that raise, and hopefully someone behind us wakes up with the old ace queen off and decides that this is the spot and makes the shove. We've got Katana calling, and yeah, sure enough, Papaya makes the all-in shove.
Ding, son.
So we'll call, and he's got ace king off. And looks good. Looks like we're going to just slide through that. We got King Dings on. King Ding son. Big fist bump to you. Welcome to the crew. Thank you so much for clicking on that sub button. I think that's a new sub, right?
It is a new sub.
So thank you so much for being here, and really appreciate you clicking on that sub button, supporting the stream. Wow, look at this. We are just getting really, really lucky now. Aces, and then the very next hand we've got kings. Just wow, that's beautiful, just beautiful. We've got Katana making a min raise against us, and wow, I mean, what head is kind of exploding here. I don't really know what Katana's thinking. I'm kind of feeling like we could just claim the equity. Yeah, let's just max it out. Let's put it to the test, and hopefully Katana has queens or jacks or tens. Part of me is thinking that maybe we just try to string her along a little bit with a re-raise, or maybe even just call and check check the flop. But Katana, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking there, but we're gonna go ahead and put you to the decision, and hope that you actually have worse, but better, enough to call.
Wait, did you already do this? This is a new hand?
I don't know.
Or are you the kings right now?
No.
Okay.
Now I have ace-4 offsuit.
Okay, so all right.
So Kathy Liebert making the raise. CC Birdman.
Oh, we change it now. It's caught
making
up.
the call, and we're gonna make the fold here. We'll fold here. So guys, we do change it to sub chat only when we are at the final table. So I really appreciate all of you being here. But since we start having quite a few people roll in once we make the final table, we're going to go ahead and turn turn it to just sub chat.
Can you put the
I can
payouts?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and open the lobby. We're going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and add the payouts right here. We've got 5K up top. This is what we're looking at here, and I'm gonna just put that right here in the corner. Okay, 5,300 up top. We'll make the fold here to Poker Cat. She's playing like she's got the big stack.
We are gonna take over the boat.
We got Zeiss Man with the sub. Big fist bump to you. Welcome to the crew, Zeiss Man. And King Ding Sun, I kind of feel like King Ding Sun didn't get quite the welcome that you deserved. And King Ding Sun and Zeiss Man, you guys are so great. Thank you so much for supporting the stream and being here. We're going to go ahead and ship you that DRM-free digital version of my book, Poker Tilt.
There was also a question about giving a brief synopsis of what it's about, Dutch. Could you do that really quick?
Oh, the book?
Yes, indeed.
So basically, it's just about my journey in poker, coming up as a poker player, watching poker change over the last 15 years, and kind of talking about how it's changed. Does Bobby Claw get there? He misses. So Bobby Claw is going to be our 8th place finisher. And we're not quite at that 1K jump, but we're getting close. So it's basically just about kind of my journey as a poker player. And I would say, I make it sound kind of boring, but the truth is it's gotten really good reviews. Primarily 4 and 5 star reviews on Amazon. Some really good, some really good reviews on the back of the book. We've got, Jeff Madsen saying, a refreshingly unique perspective through the poker boom and beyond.
Did you change the chat?
Yeah,
okay,
I did.
Okay, good.
And, Mark Koch saying, impossible to put down, a must-read guide to surviving the brutal world of poker. It is truly a game changer. Is it a strategy book? No, it's not a strategy book. There's little nuggets of strategy here and there, kind of sprinkled in there. But for the most part, it's just really more like, a bio. And if you're, reading the book hoping that it's going to make you a better player, I would say just go to the end. Just read the afterword. You can even just start with the conclusion if you want, and read the afterward, and that's really going to be that's pretty much the most important strategy ideas in the book are right at the end. Because when I did a Kickstarter when we started the book,
and that's probably what helped you the most.
Yeah, if it weren't for the Kickstarter guys actually buying the book before I wrote it, I probably wouldn't have ever finished it. It was really hard. If there's one thing I learned, it's that it's a lot easier. It's a lot better to have written a book than be writing a book. So, Big Dog 2000, yeah, it's cards and spots tonight.
I know, it's amazing.
I don't really know what we were supposed to do with those. I really don't know what we were supposed to do with the kings. I mean, I feel like we didn't get value out of it, but I do feel like when he makes a min raise there, when he makes the min raise, he's basically saying that he's super strong. And a lot of times super strong to him means queens, jacks, tens, ace, king, and he's going to make the call. So anyway, we're going to let a few more spots go, and then we're going to start kind of coming at us.
Here we go.
Coming at him with quite a bit. But as it is right now, we're still at that kind of point where the money bubble just burst, and a lot of these people don't really feel like they have much to lose. So we're not going to wield our monster stack around like a bat just yet. We're going to kind of wait. Richie Gree saying min raise him back, see what he does. Yeah, that might have been that probably would have been the right move. But I kind of felt like just shoving all in looks weaker actually than min raising it.
The real Marcus just subbed.
Real Marcus, man.
So
the real Marcus. Big fist bump to you. Welcome to the crew. You are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. And thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. Big fist bump to you, man.
Welcome
You're
to
awesome.
the crew.
If there's anything I can do for you, I want you to let me know. I am going to go ahead and ship you a DRM-free digital version of my book. Check your Twitch message box for that. Just as a big thank you for subscribing to the channel. And MDX. We're going to make the fold here, making it a little more than 3x here. That's just going to be the first sub perk I'm going to roll out to you, Marcus. And Marcus, if there's anything I can do for you, this goes for all of you subs. I want you to let me know. Dutch@dutchboy.com. I mean, you're really, really helping us out when you click on that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me that you're watching this and thinking, you know what, this is worth $4.99. I'm going to go ahead and buy this guy a beer, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and take a shot at Julius here. Julius, sure, he made a lot of shoves against us, so hopefully he remembers all the love we showed him in the small blind, and doesn't get too crazy against us. So yeah, Marcus, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I'm really easy to get in touch with. Just let me know that you're a sub, and I'm going to try to do a really good job, answering all the questions we get rolling in now that the bracelet hunt is over.
Yeah, he's gonna have more time.
Okay, so let's make let's do a little 3-bet action here with a 3.5x. I mean, these are the two stacks that we want to attack. So a little 2.5x raise. We'll see if maybe it just gets through. A lot of times CC Birdman is going to look at the situation, look at these short stacks here, look at the pay jump, realize that he's got at least fourth pretty much locked up if he just makes the fold here, and we just get through. So we're not really. It's not really. We're not going to be playing on our belly at this point. And Ace 4 offsuit actually kind of figures to be ahead of a lot of his opening range, even when it's behind. It's probably better to go ahead and 3-bet that than call. I mean, calling really puts you in an awkward spot where you're kind of inviting Julius or Cat to go ahead and squeeze you out. It's putting you in a spot where you're going to have to hit because he's going to be coming at you post flop. So CC Birdman, very next hand he gets kings. He makes the same amount, and Julius decides this is the spot and shoves with the ace-queen suited. You can't really fault Julius for making that shove.
Take over the poker
You
room.
really can't. McNeil. TC McNeil, too, with the sub. Man, big fist bump for you. Welcome to the crew. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for clicking on that sub button. I really can't tell you how much it means to me. Really can't. Thank you so much, man. If there's anything I can do for you, I want you to let me know. And McNeil, you're getting a book, dude. You're getting a book. DRM free, digital version. X1's going to go send it over to you. It's going to work for your, all the different versions, your Kindle, your Nook, your iPad. If you don't have one of those, you have a computer, right? You can watch it on your computer. If you don't have a computer, what? Well, you can read it on your smartphone. And if you don't have a smartphone, you can take it to a Kinko's near you. And take it to your public library, but read the book, man. I hope that you're gonna get a. I hope that you're gonna get something out of it.
And also, the non subs are also wishing you luck too, Dutch. I just want you to know that.
Man,
there's a lot of them that can't talk right now.
I know that there's a lot of people who can't talk right now.
Thank you, guys.
I really appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with us on this Sunday night. Stompin' Romper saying, I subbed yesterday, read the whole book after the stream last night.
Wow.
Couldn't stop
The whole
scrolling.
book.
Never knew about all the Phil Locke stuff. Pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, so there's some good stories in there. Some definitely an insider view of definitely the insider view of my poker journey. And I've crossed paths with a lot of poker players and a lot of major and minor characters within the poker world, and really don't hold much back. I feel like one of the biggest complaints I had with Check Raising the Devil, right? Which I would recommend it. If you guys haven't read Check Raising the Devil, it's a worthy read. It's worth your time.
Oh, here's an all-in, Dutchie.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to lose another one, and we're down to 5. We're down to 5, and if you look at that, we're 1,400 now. Guaranteed 1,400. We've got Katana making the ship with King Queen, and MDX doing the job and making the call with the Ace 9. So it's looking pretty good here, you guys. It's looking pretty good. CC Birdman, what do? You just give it up. I don't blame you. I mean, I'm sitting here with 355,000 in chips. I probably would do the same thing too, because if you look around the table, this isn't really the stack you want to try to bully. Mr. Marbles making the shove for 12, 13 bigs. It's going to get through my 5 high. So, JD Cole, you're going to just have to Google that one. And you're just going to have to Google that one. Yeah. Trichotomy saying this is totally worth $5 a month. Trichotomy, thank you for saying that, man. Arizona Card, started reading your book last night. I'm enjoying it. I grew up in San Jose, so it's really cool hearing your stories about Garden City and Bay 101. Thanks for giving it a read, Arizona Cards. Really appreciate it. With Poker Cat 2 to your left, asks York Villain, how do you adjust your opening range compared to an unknown player? Well, I mean, not much. I mean, the fact that we know that Poker Cat is, we know who it is, one of the top female poker players in the world. No, we're going to say one of the top poker players in the world. I mean, I think that Poker Cat, if you look at her, if you actually look at Poker Cat's results and her earnings, I think her lifetime earnings probably blow mine away.
Yeah, I think she's 6 million.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and make the min raise here with the Jack 10 off. So how do we adjust? Well, the first thing that we do is we realize that Poker Cat isn't trying to squeeze up money jumps. Poker Cat is looking at that 5K up top and trying to figure out how she can take the whole thing down. The other thing to realize, though, is Poker Cat knows who we are, too. Poker Cat's playing us as Dutch Boyd, and we're playing her as Kathy Liebert. We have a lot of history. It's not about friendship. It's about pure respect. It's kind of weird. You look at Kathy Liebert and you look at me. If it weren't for poker, you wouldn't really say, "Oh, look at those two good friends right there." We wouldn't really have a lot in commman. It's not like we would.
But you guys have grown together.
Be real tight, yeah. But we've been in the trenches for the last 15 years, and I can say, Kathy Liebert, she's my friend. She's my friend. If I called her up, she would answer, and if I was like,
awesome.
I was like, hey, Kathy, do you feel like grabbing some lunch? I think she would, and if I was like, hey, Kathy, I really need $50. Can you help me out?
She probably would, actually.
She probably would. I mean, 100 maybe not, but 50 probably. You know, it's like we're friends, but it's not about friendship. A lot of times, what builds friendship in poker is a mutual respect for each other's game. So the fact that I know who she is, and I know that she knows that who I am, and I know that she knows that I know that it creates a leveling game. But for the most part, you pretty much stay away from each other. So, as long as I make sure that she has plenty of spots.
Oh, Grateful Mouse!
Grateful Mouse, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy.
Yay! We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, not for a few weeks.
On the chat.
E. Lee 50 watt with the
you.
sub, man. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my gosh, we've got a crazy hand here. We've got Ace 4 versus Pocket 7s, and that was bloody. That was bloody, and our table just got a new chip leader in CC Birdman.
Wow.
Sevens full versus trips. Wow. What that was quite the cooler. That was quite the cold deck for our 5th place finisher in Katana. Blood in the water, and now he's gone. So, what do we do here, guys? 13 bigs with an A6 off. I think. Mr. Marbles, I think that we're probably going to go ahead and get out of your way. I'm really tempted to make the call. A lot of times we're looking at 60%. But you know what? 12 bigs is enough to go ahead and get through, Mr. Marbles. Just know that we're going to be coming to the party with a little bit better. Yeah, so, really when you're kind of in this spot, against known players who you have a lot of respect for, you pretty much just need to you pretty much just kind of avoid each other. Make sure that you give them spots as well, so that that they don't feel like that they're going to have to take a stand. But it's kind of like lions in the Serengeti, where you pretty much you are going to eventually reach a point where you look around and there's nothing left to eat. And we're kind of at that point right now, so, which stack do I go against? I'm in 2nd place here. I can't really go against CC Birdman anymore, even though, that is probably who we go against. Look at this. We got Kill Everybody as well with the sub. So Ely 50 watt and Kill Everybody. I gotta tell you guys, thank you so much for clicking on that sub button. I'm going to go ahead and ship you both a DRM-free digital version of my book as a way of saying thank you. And thank you so much for supporting the stream and being here. Thanks for spending a little bit of your Sunday night with us as we try to take this down. Already guaranteed $1,700. So with that and the other final table that we just made, it's going to be
positive day.
It's a positive day,
Good.
So
Good
no matter what
up.
happens, it's a positive day. We're not going to stop firing out. If CC Birdman check raises us, I think that we probably give it up, and he could easily be check raising us with worse. With his stack, and he could easily say, you know what, I'm tired of you trying to bully me, Dutch, so I'm going to check raise with worse. And if he's bluffing us with worse, well, it's going to work here, because I don't really feel like putting in too many more chips with just ace high. It kind of figured to be the best hand when I made the pre-flop open. Kind of figured to be the best hand when I c-bet, but with a check raise now I'm thinking that maybe it's not the best hand. So Poker Cat making the raise here. This is just a little bit of a sigh. Poker Cat's making it a 3x. I feel like Ace 8 suited is too good to fold. But on the other hand, what are we really hoping to happen here? We're just gonna make the fold here, because I don't. If we hit an ace, I have no idea what we're going to do. I think a lot of times we're actually dominated, so we're hoping for, a flush, or hoping for 2 pair. So I think that we're just going to go ahead and make the fold. So CC Birdman, I guess here is where we just kind of hope that you got queens. We go ahead and 3x it. We go ahead and make the 3x. We would be making it 2.5x's open if we were on the button. Out of position, we'll go ahead and make a 3x. And if CC Birdman makes a re-raise, then we're probably just going to call and slow play it and check on the flop. But, of course, if he just shoves it, we're just gulping and calling. We'll make the fold here against Mr. Marbles. Mr. Marbles is really the one stack we can't really shove against. The thin blue line in the stream. If you really needed 50 or 100 bucks, I would help you out, Dutch.
Oh, remember that.
Thin blue line. Thank you very much.
Remember
really
that.
appreciate knowing that I have options. We got Golok33 saying he would love to play cards against her. I think he's talking about Kathy, right?
Yeah, Kathy Liebert.
Well, it's almost the next best thing, right? I mean, we're sitting here playing cards with her. So look, guys, I was mentioning in the Matizow book, which I recommend, but one thing I didn't like about his book, and you can actually read my full review at pokerbooks.com of Check Raising the Devil. I say this on the site. One thing I didn't like about it was this is kind of interesting. You look at Poker Cat making a min raise here on the button against CC Birdman, as opposed to that 3x that she made against my big blind, which is, kind of nice, really. I mean, it's kind of like her way of giving me an opportunity to fold without feeling obligated to play out of position with a hand I have no idea where I'm going to be at. And we might have been ahead, you guys. I mean, she might have been raising with like a king jack off or a smaller pocket pair where we're maybe even a slight favorite.
Thank you, Kill everybody.
I really think at this point we just have to kind of put down our head and make the call if CC Birdman folds. I think getting 3-2 with the ace deuce offsuit, and he's making a 9 big blind shove, and he actually just has us waxed with pocket queens. But we're 2-1, so it's not really that big of a mistake to call, even if we knew that we were up against that middling pocket pair, because of we were getting 1.5 to 1. We really need 2 to 1 to make the call right. And we also signal to Mr. Marbles that yes, we will indeed make the call and try to knock you out with any ace in that kind of spot. So okay, we're gonna go ahead and try to just pick this one up
too,
without actually having to fade those 3 cards in the middle. We've got Queen 10 off, which figures to be a favorite against whatever random stuff Poker Cat is sitting there with in the big blind. And Jack 10 off also figures to be a favorite against Mr. Marbles' range here. CC Birdman opening here. I think that we're just going to go ahead and let's go ahead and see a flop against CC Birdman. I don't really think that we need a 3-bet. And with Jack 10, I'd actually kind of rather have a couple of other players in. So we make the call and see, and just watch what CC Birdman does on the flop. And I kind of feel like CC Birdman should be. Look at that. We got Tasked 7 with the sub. Thank you so much for clicking on that.
That looks like a resub, but I'm gonna resend you the book.
I feel like it is a resub.
Maybe not. So go give them the greets.
Take a look here really quick.
Even if it's
7.
I don't think so. Maybe not.
Anyway,
so
Tat 7 with the sub. Welcome to the crew. If you're a resub, thanks for sticking with us. If that's the first time you've clicked on the sub button, it doesn't matter.
It was
either
destiny.
way.
We're
shipping you a DRM free digital version of my book Poker Tilt as our way of saying thank you, man. Thank you so much for supporting our stream and being here. I should probably update the. I'm going to go ahead and update the dashboard here and just saying final table. We're not chip leader anymore, so final table.
Poker
and yeah, CC Birdman, we're going to go ahead and come at you here. If you want to limp in the small blind, it's going to cost you a little bit against our big blind. 9-10 offsuit plays pretty well, so let's see what you do here. Maybe we just get through, maybe. Wow, and he decides to go ahead and call, have us raise, and then he re-raises, and I think we're going to go ahead and make the call and make him, fade the 3 cards in the middle. So 8-6-3. Really not that bad of a board for us. I think that. Let's go ahead and make a raise here of half pot. See what he does with it. I don't really know. I mean, we could be blowing.
Nice.
We could be blowing our tournament right there.
I know.
And I have
That
no
was really
idea what we're going to
scary.
do if he comes over the top of us, because then we're looking at 6-10 outs twice. We're almost kind of forced to call, and it's pretty scary there. But now we're back to the chip lead. So
Good scare.
anyway, four-handed left. We have the chip lead, and we're going to play aggro against. I mean, now it's kind of nice because you look at the chip positions, and
Look
you
at Caps. What place did Lane? He just came in here, by the way. He doesn't know anything.
that was 10th place,
10th.
Jesse Caps.
10th, yes, 10th.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and make the raise here. See what Mr. Marbles does with, what is that, 10, 20, 24 bigs in front of Poker Cat and Mr. Marbles. So they both have a lot of play in front of them. And 8-9 offsuit, I mean, plays pretty well. Let's see what happens. That's a pretty good flop, you guys.
What do you have?
I have 8-9 off.
Okay.
So we go ahead and fire out a bet. If he raises, then we're probably not going anywhere. He makes the call instead. So he check calls. I guess we can probably go ahead and just check behind as well and see what happens on the river. The river just kind of bad for us, you guys. I mean, this is not really a good river for us. The flush draw gets there. A 5 and a 10 make a straight. But we've got top two, so let's just go ahead and make the call and see what he's got. So he's got pocket fives, and he just completely raped us there. I think that maybe a firing out on the turn would have been the right move, but I just kind of felt like I didn't really know where we were at. So we went ahead and gave him the free card, and he didn't really have that many outs. He hits one of his outs, and he goes ahead and gets a very, very small bet out of us. Yeah. It's tempting to fold there, actually, but we can't fold there for the amount that he made it. Folding there is just kind of out of the question, so we just kind of have to hope that he's value betting worse. He could be value betting, an ace-8 there. He could be value betting the same hand. He could be value betting like an ace-9 there, and just kind of making a blocker bet because he doesn't want to get blown off the hand. Who knows? I didn't know what he had, and I wasn't too happy to see the 8 because it felt like, if he had like a Jack 10 or like a Queen 10, all of a sudden that's going to do the trick for him. If he had a flush draw, I got there. I mean, that 8 of clubs just filled so many draws that we could kind of put in his range. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of unlucky really because he, when that flop came out, he's got pocket fives. He's sitting there looking at a 6-outer. Not even a 6-outer because if he hits a set, then it makes a straight to us. So he's actually looking at a 3-outer. When the board pairs on the turn, he has a few more outs. I guess the one thing to point out is firing out the bet on the turn. The reason we're firing it out is it is a value bet. But I think that by checking back, a lot of times we're going to be able to get worse to call us on the river. And let's say that the river comes out and it's another 9. I think that we get paid off. I think that if the river comes out and it's like a 2, like a harmless 2, I think that we get paid off a lot of times with like nothing. I think ace-10 pays us off there. So Poker Cat putting us to the test here with her shove. With her shove here. 23 bigs. We're gonna go ahead and get out of the way. And we gotta think that Poker Cat probably isn't loving it if we make the call there. I think that we were probably looking at a smaller pocket pair. Who knows? We'll never know. We'll never know. 4th place right now. We're all guaranteed $1,700. It's a $448 jump in the next spot, and after that, the jumps start getting pretty significant. So, $5,300 at top. I mean, that's really what we're going for here, you guys. But whatever. It's going to be a good day no matter what. I think we're going to just slow down here and make the fold. So, we're going to take some deep breaths. Deep breaths. Think about what went wrong with that pocket 5s versus 9-8 hand, and think about maybe we need to stop doing that. You know, maybe we need to stop checking back on those turns when, you know, it's
doing it
kind
to
of
get a
like
free
we're
card.
afraid of the monster under the bed. We really should have gotten a little bit more value out of it. And I don't think that he folds. So I actually think that it would have ended up costing us more money, you know, but I would have felt better about it if we would have fired out on the turn. And made it just a little bit more expensive for him to have gotten there. So Queen 8 off figures to be better than Rando hand by Poker Cat. And we'll see if Poker Cat makes the shove here. It's probably going to get through again. But if she shoves here, we're calling with a good chunk of hands too. I mean, like any sort of like Ace 10, Ace Jack, Ace 10 or better. Any you know, pocket pairs, we're probably making the call there. So, okay, little Jack 9 off on the button. We'll go ahead and make the raise. We're about 30 seconds away, guys, from about 30 seconds away from the break. So hopefully we make it. Hopefully we make it to the break here. We go ahead and get through.
Good. Breaking it is.
So guys, I want to thank all of you guys for being here.
Now's when you Twitter, honey.
And I'm going to get a little bit of blood in the veins, and I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you so much for all the subs. Big shout out to all of you guys. Irish, Serious Pro, we got Panic and Poker Neo, Big Lebowski, Stomp and Romper, all in the stream with us. Iceman, Kiwi, Bony Fish. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. So thank you for being here. Donkey Bait and Grateful Mouse and S Pfeiffer. We got a 609 and Killer Beast and Kevin Lee. You guys are the bee's knees. Benji, J1, and Nikki 2 cards. Zeiss Man, a new sub for us. We also have Has Daga, and we got Trichotomy in the stream. JD Cole and Change of a Nickel. Vegas Jaden. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. We really appreciate you being here, and thank you so much for your support and your viewership and your sub. It really means the world to us. We wouldn't be here without you subs. Keep in mind, it is sub chat only when we make the final table, but it doesn't mean that we're going to, that we don't appreciate you all being here who aren't subbing. But if you do click on that sub button, look at that, Jay Ruffer in the stream. It's great to see you, Jay Ruffer. Jay Ruffer is our biggest donator too. He has donated so much to support the stream and make this free for everybody who doesn't click on the sub button, who doesn't donate. For all of you subs, if someone is a new sub and is thinking about whether or not to click on the sub button, keep in mind we are giving out digital versions of Poker Tilt as our way of saying thank you, our very first sub perk. Okay, guys, we're going to be right back in 3 minutes. Thanks for being here. And we're back, you guys. Here we are. Here we are, and 300K. I mean, you look at the stacks. It's pretty tense. Pretty tense here. Pretty tense. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get the. Here are the payouts right here. So there's 4 left, 1,700. It's a $400 jump for the next one, and then after that is a $1,400 jump. So not that big of a difference between fourth and third, but a pretty significant difference between third and second and first. So this is kind of when all the decisions really matter. And we're gonna go ahead and make the fold. We don't really need to defend with the 10-4 offsuit against Mr. Marbles. We've got I want to say some big shout outs to a couple people. We've got Eric Mizraki. Eric Mizraki giving us a mention on Twitter and saying, we're watching you, brother. Mizrakis. Iwi, big shout out to you. You know we love you, man. I love you. I love you, man. It's been, how long have we been coming up in poker together? I got to tell you, I was so happy to see your brother Rob take down his 3rd bracelet, and you guys really have created a dynasty. It's just a matter of time before you get yours. I know it is because I've played with you, and you've got the skill, and I can't wait to see that happen. When that happens, Iwi, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be cheering so loud. I got to tell you, man, really appreciate you being here watching the stream. So maybe we should have raised that button, but I think that you know we gotta give some of those spots up. I feel like we've been raising so much against Mr. Marbles, and PokerCat knows that we're opening really wide. So when we look down at the 7-10 offsuit, I feel like that can be in our fold range, our button fold range. And this is good. If Mr. Marbles calls, it's really good for us. I mean, whether it goes to PokerCat or Mr. Marbles, every little bit of blood in the water at this point is a good thing for us. So PokerCat putting Mr. Marbles to the decision, and Mr. Marbles saying no, thank you. Kind of interesting. Mr. Marbles trying to bully PokerCat a little bit. And big thank you for all of you guys who are following us on Twitter and giving us some retweet shout-outs and love. We really appreciate all of you. What do we do with Ace-8 offsuit in the big blind if Mr. Marbles shoves for 23 bigs? I don't know. I really don't know, you guys. I mean, Ace-8 offsuit figures to be ahead of her, ahead of Mr. Marbles' opening range, and I think that if we make a 3x here to 5,400, it just kind of opens the door for us to be kind of in a weird spot. We could always just call. If we make it 5,400, let's just max it out. If you have better, you can call, and we'll just have to slide through. But it's kind of an ICM disaster for you to get knocked out right here, Mr. Marbles. I think sometimes we're able to get better to fold Ace-9, Ace-10 off, and sometimes smaller pocket pairs fold. But probably we're looking at like a King High, Queen High, King Jack, King Queen, Queen 10, Queen Jack, maybe even a weaker ace, and it's pretty hard for him to make the fold. There's enough equity in there where we're picking up more than 10%, just claiming it. Maybe it was the wrong shove. Maybe we should have made a normal shove. Maybe we're supposed to just call there. Grinjitsu. Big fist bump to you. Welcome to the crew. Thank you so much for clicking on that sub button and supporting our stream. Can't tell you how much it means to me. Grinjitsu. We're going to ship you a DRM-free digital version of my book, Poker Tilt. So check your Twitch message box for that. I'm going to go ahead and open with the ace deuce off. And if PokerCat 3-bets or Mr. Marbles shoves, I don't know what we're doing. Introper Zero just subscribed. I feel like that might be a resub, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter. We really appreciate you being here, Introper Zero. We're going to ship you a DRM-free digital version of this book along with Grinjitsu. You guys are the best. You guys are the bee's knees, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for clicking on the sub button and supporting what we're doing here. Thank you so much, because if it wasn't without you and all the other subs here in the stream, we wouldn't be twitching. We wouldn't be here right now. I'd be down on the strip somewhere, grinding my ass on some 2.5 no limit.
That's a new sub.
So welcome Introper, welcome Grinjitsu. You guys you're just awesome. Check your Twitch message box for the DRM free digital version of my book Poker Tilt. I hope you get a chance to give it a read, and if you do, I hope that you like it. Big fist bump to you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna try to roll out a whole lot of other cool sub perks for you too. So be on the lookout.
We're working on doing home games.
Yeah. Working on doing home games. We're working on a lot of stuff. And guys, if you're not following the stream, click on the follow button. Click on that little heart underneath the video. It doesn't cost you nothing. It costs you nothing, and really helps us out. You can get notified when we go live. We're doing a regular schedule now that the World Series is up of 4 days a week. Next week we're coming back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because we have to fly up to Fargo for that guest commentary. Got the real Marcus giving us the retweet. In Guevara giving us the retweet. Texas to Nevada Poker. I think we can laugh about that one now that you're in the reloader. Says Texas to Nevada. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this one. This is this is the second biggest tournament of the day on WSOP. We slept through the 200. I guess that little extra sleep did the trick because now we're looking pretty good in this. And just take a look at these stacks. I mean, everybody is very, very close, very close. And what are we playing for? So everyone's guaranteed 1,700. We kind of have to take the seven. We're gonna make the fold here, you guys. I don't really feel like we need to defend with 5-7 off. We could, and it wouldn't be that big of a mistake. But we're gonna just fold. So let me go ahead and. I mean, it's. So we got 5,300 up top, 5,378, plus 3,585, plus 2,151, plus 1,703. So that's 12,817 left in the prize pool. We go 12,000. So we take 1,700 times 4 is 6,800. We're going to go ahead and make the fold with the 9 high. So we can take... what do we say, 12,003? So we're looking at 5,200 pretty much divided by 4 here. So each one of us are looking at having about 3K in equity. I mean, if this is kind of, if you were looking at doing a spot, this would be kind of a good time to do it because you're looking at, you're looking at Poker Cat, Mr. Marbles, CC Bird. All of us have about the same amount of chips in front of us. And, what would be a good result here? I mean, if we get second or first, that's brilliant. We're going to go ahead and try to, try to muscle our way through this and just outplay the shit out of these guys. But, I mean, really, when it comes down to it, do we feel like we can outplay Poker Cat? CC Bird and Mr. Marbles haven't been playing bad. Neither one of them have that, bony fish in front of them. CC Birdman's been playing just fine. Mr. Marbles has been playing just fine. They've been playing aggressively. They know what they're doing. They haven't been making any real big mistakes. So the only thing that I'm kind of thinking is that Mr. Marbles is a little bit heavy on the shoves. I mean, we've seen 12 big blind ships from Mr. Marbles. We had a chance to knock him out when he actually did it with queens. 12 big blind shove with queens. He'd been doing a lot of shipping. So we finally looked him up with an ace-2.
We are gonna take over the poker room.
I'm in your pocket. Just subscribed. I feel like that might be a resub too.
No, I'm in your pocket. It's not. It's a regular.
It's a regular.
Yes, I'm in your pocket.
I'm in your
is a regular.
pocket,
Finally,
man.
Took you long enough. No, I'm just teasing.
Really appreciate you being here and
Thank
clicking
you.
on that sub button. I'm in your pocket. We're gonna ship you a DRM-free digital version of my book Poker Tilt. And if there's anything I can do, I am in your pocket. Anything that I can do for you to make your life a little bit better, I want you to email me, dutch@dutchboy.com. Thank you so much for supporting our stream and for being here. And all of you guys, we really appreciate all of you subs. We also really appreciate all of you viewers. Thank you for being here and supporting the stream.
Thank you. I'm in your pocket. Yeah.
And you're supporting us just by watching. You really are, and it really means a lot to me that you're spending a little bit of your. Wow, look at this! So Mr. Marble's firing out a half pot size bet here. We've seen what he does when he isn't too comfortable with his hands. So this is either like a legit value bet, or he's going for his this is a legit value bet with a flush, or he is bluffing with like an ace jack and an ace of diamonds in his hand, or like a some sort of missed flush draw. And just like that, Mr. Marbles takes the chip lead.
Wow.
So nice job, Mr. Marbles. Come at us, Mr. Marbles. Go ahead and make that 2,200 raise. We're going to go ahead and make the call and hope to, or 22,000 raise. We're going to go ahead and make the call and dig for treasure here. I don't really feel like we need a 3 exit, so let's just make the call and hope for something magical to happen. Yeah, what do we do now? Let's go ahead and make a check and see if maybe a check raise gets through.
This is right. Is this the right hand side? This would be the side down by the heart, right?
What's that?
The heart to follow. Is it down below here, or is it here?
The other way.
This one? Is this it?
Hey, it's right down there.
Is it this way?
Right down there.
That's what I was doing it the first time.
I think that if we...
That's where the heart is, guys.
Like right underneath, right around here, if you look right under there, there should be a little heart. And that's how you follow. What is Mr. Marbles doing? He's thinking about it. He was thinking about it. He was looking at it and thinking, you know what? I bet that I could move Dutch off of his pocket fives. He might have been able to, or we might have just got a little bit stubborn and said, okay, hold your breath. Let's go for it. We're going to make the fold here against CC Birdman's very quick min-raise bet. Kevin Lee, 1234, saying looking forward to the home games. That is definitely on my to-do list here. Of I got to email a couple of the guys that I was talking to at PokerStars. Had a chance to. Oh, look at this. This is kind of a fun little hand, guys. King Jack suited. Little King Jack of diamonds here. It looks awfully pretty. And I think CC Birdman making an open. Let's just go ahead and call and see what happens. It wouldn't be the worst thing to have Poker Cat or Mr. Marbles come along for the ride. And it also kind of induces them to squeeze, and if they do and CC Birdman calls, we're kind of loving it, right? I mean, if Mr. Marbles decides that's good enough for me, let's just go ahead and claim it, and CC Birdman really quickly calls behind, then we're loving life. CC Birdman, that's probably the kind of flop that hits you pretty good. I mean, if you don't have an ace in your hand, we could probably take it, but I think that CC Birdman does have an ace. I think that he's looking at that flop, wondering what to do with it, and decides that he's just going to go ahead and claim the equity. 70,000 is enough. So yeah, he makes the C bet. We just completely whiffed it. Maybe we could have taken that with a 3 bet. Maybe. Maybe we're a little bit tight just making the call on the button. Maybe we're supposed to 3 bet that and go ahead and put the King Jack suited in our 3 bet range. Poker Cat, sitting here with 20 bigs, decides that it's enough to go ahead and make a normal about 3x raise. And I agree with her. I think that she has too many chips to just shove. I actually think like a 3x raise is a little bit on the heavy side. I think that at this point, at this stage in the tournament, min bets are okay. What do we do now? Mr. Marbles coming at us with 22,000. And we're sitting here with a 6 deuce suited. I think that we just fold. We don't really need to defend here. So we'll fold. Love to see some blood, you guys. I mean, at this point, any type of blood in the water really helps us out. I would say our expected value here is probably about 3,200. So anytime we see two of these other stacks clashing, they're kind of, I mean, sometimes one of them has a huge edge on the other, and he's getting the most equity out of that confrontation. But until the hands are a little bit better defined, most of the time when you see that kind of blood in the water and the two rams button heads, what they're kind of doing is taking a little bit of equity out of their own pocket and sprinkling it around to the rest of the table. In this case, being Poker Cat and myself, we got to just kind of sit back and watch as this happens, which is just beautiful. I guess who we're rooting for here is CC Birdman, since he's got the chip advantage and would rather just be down to 3 players. But if Mr. Marbles calls and puts CC Birdman down to like 6 big blinds, we're fine with that too. So here Mr. Marbles, less than 10 bigs, makes the shove, and we're going to go ahead and make the reship here. Hope that Poker Cat doesn't actually wake up with better, but we'll do our job. If Poker Cat calls, then I'm probably in pretty bad shape. Probably. But we're going to go ahead and isolate Mr. Marbles. Come on, Mr. Marbles. Fucking Mr. Marbles, man, with those pocket queens, just like
All the time.
no problem.
Jesus Christ.
You know, like no problem, man. Just wakes up with it again. Just donates all, you know, most of his stack to CC Birdman, and makes the ship with queens like, oh, no problem. I'm right back into it. Really irritating, that one. Kind of felt like we were going to be having a 3-to-1 advantage, and if we don't, then we just have to win the race. You know, that's the second race we've had against Mr. Marbles where he's had queens and we've had the over. Missed them both. So if you actually like start putting that together, we've gotten a little bit unlucky against Mr. Marbles. Not only just because we've had those kind of bad situations where he's been able to have the best of it, but also because he's slid through with no problem. And then this happens. This is also kind of just a disaster. We really want CC Birdman to get Mr. Marbles out of here. Jesus Christ. So yeah, let's make the raise. Poker Cat, what do you do? I don't know. I don't know what we do if you make the shove, because I mean Ace Jack offsuit figures to be pretty good against your range here. My head hurts. My head hurts, you guys. I feel like I've just been punched in the face about 3 times. You know, I'm just watching how the equity is sliding. It's just kind of brutal. CC Birdman, sitting here. You sit here with 12, 13 big blinds in front of you, and you decide, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make the ship against Dutch. You're gonna get away with it this time, CC Birdman, because King 8 offsuit is at the top of our folding range. But we're not folding that much better than that. So you just keep on doing that, CC Birdman. I would say about 85% of the time, you're going to go ahead and be able to slide through. And the 15% of the time you don't, you're going to be in a load of shit. So, just frustrating. I'm going to take some deep breaths here, guys, and realize that even if we go out fourth, it's a really good result for the day. But it always feels bad when, you know, you got to frame it right. If we started this 93 players in, and if someone comes up to us and says, "What do you think about getting 4th place in 1,700?" We'd be thrilled. What do you think about having a $1,400 profit here? We'd be thrilled. But you know, whenever you get knocked out of a tournament, you're always getting knocked out. You know, it's always worst case scenario. Like right now, the worst case scenario was for us to get 4th place. So that's why it always feels like losing when you leave money on the table. But we're well in this, you guys. We've got 12 bigs. No one has that big of an advantage over anybody else. And I mean, you look at how this hand is kind of going out. We got CC Birdman making a stand against Mr. Marbles. I would love to see Mr. Marbles go ahead and knock CC Birdman onto the rail.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Marbles setting the trap. CC Birdman falling into it, if it is indeed a trap. Otherwise, CC Birdman catches Mr. Marbles with his hand in the cookie jar. Jack 10 offsuit with 10, 11 and a half big blinds. It's kind of close, guys. It's kind of close to a ship. But we're going to just make the fold. We're going to make the fold. We're not really desperate yet. And I feel like we've got the stack where we really just kind of have to sit back and hope that some of these guys make some pretty big ICM mistakes. So Jack 6 off is going to be a fold. We're going to let ourselves get down to about 8 or 7 big blinds before we have to start looking down at like a King 8 and shoving, any ace and shoving, any pocket pair and shoving. We don't really have the kind of stack at this point to make normal raises seem right. So 12, 11, 10 big blinds. What are we doing? I mean, if we're doing anything, we're probably just open shipping it. So we've got this guy, Mr. Marbles, just coming at us and doing his job like he should. Can't really blame him. You know, if you're going to look around, which stack do you go after, Mr. Marbles? You go after ours. Really, I mean, if we're in Mr. Marbles or Birdman situation, I think that we go after the other big stack and try to start establishing a dominating chip position rather than making the other second and third place stacks feel like they've got nothing to lose. So I'm glad that we have iced coffee now, because I feel like, I mean, it's just frustrating. That ace jack did kind of warm me up a little bit, and not in a good way. It's such an irritating feeling. The temperature, like the temperature change that goes into your body when you lose a hand. So this is going to be a shove against Mr. Marbles. Is it a reship? I think it is. Yeah, I mean, I think that we reship it here and hope that we don't get called. If we do get called, then we hope that we have the best of it and CC Birdman calls with like an ace-8 or ace-9. If he calls with like a king-queen, then we hope to slide through without any pain and double up. If we look at the decision tree, best case scenario is he calls and we double up. But I mean, if we can control his hand, we root for the fold, because there's enough here. I mean, we're picking up 40K in equity here without having to fade the flop. That we're just kind of hoping to increase our stack by 33% without having to win. But if he does call, I mean, he's thinking about it long enough now that I kind of think that if he calls, we're actually in a dominating position. Yeah, 3-1. So we just gotta hope and pray that it holds. No king. Yes, there we go. Back into the second place position, and CC Birdman making a little bit of a misstep there, I think, making the call with the king-10.
We're back in the saddle again.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we're not only back in the saddle, but back in a real good spot now. So I think we go ahead and make the raise here and see what happens. We're doing the min raise with a queen-jack suited. Poker Cat looking down at 15 bigs, not knowing what to do. CC Birdman feeling that annoying feeling I'm talking about when you lose a big flip like that. And it wasn't a flip, you know. I mean, we actually had the best of it. So
yeah,
way the best of it. Like dominating 3-1. He's got a 3-outer. So and even when he hits a 3-outer, we can catch up with an ace. So you know, we're actually in real good shape there when he makes the call, but even then, we'd still probably rather not have to worry about it. Yeah, CC Birdman just limping in. Let's go ahead and make the raise again. We are going to punish him for open limping, CC Birdman, and he goes ahead and just like bluffs us with a 5-3 off here. We'll make the fold, but we're going to discourage you from limping. Stop limping, man. Stop limping. You know, most of the time, a limp shove for 20 bigs is going to get through, but most of the time is like 60-70%. The times when you get called, you are in real bad shape, and I think that you're just better off. Even if you have the goods, you're better off raising and hope that I re-raise. I mean, you're kind of missing an opportunity to get a lot of chips there in those situations where you've got me waxed. So 24K, he comes at me. I think that, you know, with 20 bigs and pocket eights, I think that we go ahead and make the raise. Half pot raise. And I don't really think that we're going anywhere. If CC Birdman decides that he's going to shove, we're going to make the call here and just hope that he's got 7s or 6s. And the only way that we're really getting away from this hand is if like Mr. Marbles shoves and CC Birdman calls, or Poker Cat shoves and CC Birdman calls. Yeah. Now here, if CC Birdman calls, we can fold the hand, but we're not. We can fold. Can we fold here? I mean, raise, shove, squeeze. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make the fold here. it might have been it might have been a bad fold, but I actually feel like Mr. Marbles had way better. I don't really think that Mr. Marbles is looking down at pocket fives there. I think Mr. Marbles is looking down at a bigger pocket pair. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be giving Mr. Marbles not enough credit. What is it? Is it too much credit or not enough credit? I mean, I'm giving him not enough credit to have like a super wide 4-bet range, and I guess, or maybe I'm giving him too much credit for hand strength. So this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and max it out and hope that we get the fold here. But if we don't get the fold, we hope we get called with a weaker pocket pair. And if he has overcards, then we hope we slide. Slide. That's okay. That's good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit it. There we go. There we go, you guys. That's what we're trying to do, and we are back into a dominating chip position. Mr. Marbles making the call with King Queen. Is it the right call? I mean, probably. Probably. I don't really think that we're shoving with worse than King Queen. I don't think
We are gonna like take over the poker world.
Killing Bird, given the sub button a try. Thank you so much for clicking on that sub, Killing Bird. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it, Killing Bird. I think it's a resub because I'm pretty sure Killing Bird, who we're a big fan of you, man. I think Killing Bird is one of the guys behind Tournament Poker Edge. I know there's been a little drama with the whole Kid Cardiff thing. I hope that gets sorted out. But Kid, I think that it's a resub. If not, he's been a friend of the stream for a long time. And Killing Bird, we're going to go ahead and send you a copy of Poker Tilt, DRM free, even if you already have it. So check your Twitch message box for that. And big fist bump to you. Thank you so much for supporting our stream. Welcome to the crew, man.
Welcome to the...
Okay, guys, so at this point, with the stack that we've got, I mean, I kind of feel like we should probably start being a little bit more aggro than we are being here, and start making quite a bit of min raises. So we'll see what happens. So we're sitting here. Everybody is sitting with 14, 13 bigs. 13 big blinds in front of these guys. 13 big blinds, 13 big blinds, 13 big blinds, and 20 something bigs. Mr. Marbles coming at us. And I think we're going to probably just go ahead and fold this. You can go ahead and keep on bullying the big stack if you want, Mr. Marbles. I don't really blame you. So with the ace deuce suited, do we I mean, Mr. Marbles must be the drowning stack. If I'm going to look around the table and say who's going to get knocked out next, I think it's probably Mr. Marbles. I mean, he's playing like he didn't just lose half his stack. He's playing like he's trying to get it all back in one hand.
I just like to make you feel awkward.
Yeah. Well, you did it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a stab at Mr. Marbles here with a Queen Jack off. And Poker Cat sitting here with 11 bigs. Mr. Marbles sitting here with 15 bigs now. And, I mean, we're sitting here with the chip lead, so we got to do our job here. If Poker Cat shoves, I guess we hope that Mr. Marbles makes a snap call, because it's kind of an awkward spot for us to make a call against a ship. We just get through, which is, I mean, if we can, that's good. We'll take it. Good Life 03. I like that sub hype emoticon. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Tis.
So we'll go ahead and make the raise here.
I really wish we had our spew one. I'm sad that I don't have the spew one yet.
And ace 5 off. I mean, it's too good to fold, and we're four-handed with the chip lead. So ace 5 off, it's too good to fold. We don't fold. We raise. We try to just go ahead and get through and do our job as the big stack. We hope that you know, we hope that we see some guys make some pretty big ICM mistakes here. And we get the walk, which is why we make those 3 X's against CC Birdman's open limp to begin with. And God, it would be great if Poker Cat woke up with a big hand here. Poker Cat sitting here with 11 big blinds to start the hand, 10 big blinds to call, and pretty much the exact same stack as CC Birdman. I don't really know what Poker Cat is supposed to make the call with. I got to think that she's looking at like a King 8 and not sure what to do. I don't know what I would do. If I'm Poker Cat with King 8 and CC Birdman just makes the ship for less than 15 bigs, I really don't know. Let's go ahead and make a raise here and hope that Poker Cat just folds. We're going to have to eventually give Poker Cat a couple of spots here. Hopefully she doesn't take this one from us. And she does. So she makes it 10x. So we make it 2x. She makes it 10x, and we're going to go ahead and make the fold here. You know, she kind of got her back to the wall there, so maybe we should have just made the fold and given her a spot against Mr. Marbles. We'll make the fold here. You know, we talk about this a lot. Be the bully, but don't look like the bully. I mean, it's a very, very fine line to walk, and you know, you'll see a lot of people just raise every single hand. We want to be raising every single hand, but we don't want it to look like we're raising every single hand. So CC Birdman decides not to limp anymore, just makes the ship. Queen 6 offsuit. I mean, it's not going to be a call for us, you guys. He has enough 12, 13 bigs to get us off that hand, but I don't really know what we're supposed to be.
We are gonna like take over the poker room.
Oh, you have to. Did you see the? You have to say who dat.
Cajun Kenny.
Who dat?
Who dat?
Who dat? Woo! Thank you, Cajun Kenny.
Cajun
I sent
Kenny,
him a message
big
about
fist
it,
bump.
I forgot.
Cajun Kenny's my buddy.
I know.
You know, and I
he
think
said,
that he's already subbed before.
Yeah, he said he wants a who dat.
He definitely has received my book. He actually had an advanced copy of it before we actually clicked on the publishing button because I love Cajun Kenny. Saying, have a beer on me, Dutch.
I love
Cajun Kenny. Thank you so much, man. Welcome back to the crew. Welcome back to the fold, man.
I love
really appreciate you being here, and thank you for clicking on that sub button. Really appreciate it, bud. Who dat?
Who dat? Is that like an inside joke for y'all?
Very inside. So inside.
You don't even know
that
it.
only half of us know the punchline. But Cajun Kenny, you know I love you, buddy. Wow. So Poker Cat making a stand against CC Birdman. Moving chips so well. You gotta love how Poker Cat moves those chips. Just doing such a good job. So we're gonna go ahead and try to just slide through these 3 players, these 3 strong players, and Poker Cat looking at it now, second place. CC Birdman deciding to take a stand in the big blind. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continuation bet CC. This is the kind of flop where if you've got those overcards, you're not too excited about seeing that ace. Panic saying, Cat is just letting you guys hang yourselves. She's folding to the money. I mean, we were already well into the money. I think that she is just kind of waiting and watching and picking her spots, and she's moving her chips really well, you guys. I mean, I'm really impressed with the way Poker Cat has been navigating this table. I really am. So CC Birdman with 10 bigs should be shipping pretty wide. We'll make the fold, and hopefully Poker Cat raises, wakes up with a hand that she can take a stand with. She makes the fold. So now we're sitting here with the Queen 7 off. Figures to be figures to be the best hand, better than whatever random hand Mr. Marbles has. We're going to do our job here and make a raise. Hopefully Mr. Marbles is sitting here with like a 9 deuce and just getting exasperated. You know, nope, he goes ahead and just makes the shove. And, you know, we're getting 3-2 to make the call here. We're still going to make the fold, but we're going to be calling Mr. Marbles pretty light in those kind of spots. So it's a little bit frustrating. Let's go ahead and fold. We don't want to be attacking CC Birdman. We really want to be attacking Marbles and Cat. It would be nice to actually wake up with a decent hand, you guys. Haven't been actually waking up with much here. So Poker Cat, 10 bigs. Mr. Marbles, 12 bigs. CC Birdman, 10 bigs. Or 20 bigs. I'm sorry, guys. What am I talking about? It's 20 bigs. 20 bigs. No, it's not.
We are gonna like take over the
I gotta take a second, you guys. I gotta take a second and just like breathe, focus, and reassess what's going on. Deacon. Big fist bump. Welcome to the crew, man. Thank you so much for clicking on that sub button. Really appreciate you being here. We're going to ship you a DRM-free digital version of my book, Poker Tilt. So thank you very much for clicking on that sub button. That's going to be your first perk for the Kindle, the Nook, the iPad, the the PDF reader on your desktop. I hope that you get a chance to give it a read. Deacon, welcome to the crew, man. Big fist bump to you. We love having you here. Thanks for being here. So everyone has 10 bigs, 10 bigs, 10 bigs, 11 bigs. We've got 15 bigs, 16 bigs. We will move in the 2x min raise with our king high and hope that it gets through. I mean, this is just such a dangerous stage. Everyone's just holding on and holding on.
Everybody's about the same. I mean, nobody's too far ahead. You're ahead. But
we're ahead, but not by much, you know. And it's not like
we just need these. We just need to.
We do have the advantage of being able to survive someone doubling through us. That's a pretty big advantage. But man, it's just like there's so much there's so much equity here on the table.
Nobody's really going to showdown really that much.
No, we're not even really seeing flops. You know, we're really not even
that.
seeing flops. So that's a pretty strong hand, you guys. This is a pretty good hand. Look at that big smile on my face, guys. Ace Queen suited. This is a big hand. If CC Birdman shows, we're doing this. Hold. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Oh, was that good?
That's good. We go ahead and hit that diamond, and we are. We go ahead and knock him out, and we are down to 3, and we have, we have a pretty nice stack now in front of us.
That's when we cue the penguins.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and max this one.
Fly.
I don't really feel like having Poker Cat 3-bet shove us, and if we make the normal raise, we're not folding. So we're gonna go ahead and just make the shove here. And we are up to a pretty nice stack now, where you look around the table.
So you're the you're the scary one.
We're going to go ahead and give Poker Cat an opportunity to make a ship against Mr. Marbles if she so chooses. 9 bigs and 10 bigs for them, and we're sitting here with 28 bigs, 29 bigs. It's so nice to actually have the best hand and have it hold up. And yeah, pocket sevens were not going anywhere. So nice dodge there, Mr. Marbles, because if you make the shove, we're making a snap call. We're just making a snap call. And Poker Cat, we're going to go easy on your big blind, because what we're trying to do here is we really need to be going trying to push both of you down at about the same time. So we'll go ahead and make the ship here. Really awkward for Mr. Marbles to make the call. We want to go ahead and give Poker Cat enough of an opportunity to kind of maintain along the same line as Mr. Marbles. And you know, this is how we do it. This is how we move these chips. Mr. Marbles, what do you do here? Making the ship. We've got King 7 off, and I just feel like maybe it's a call here. It's pretty close, you guys. We're gonna make the fold though. We're gonna make the fold just because the game plan here isn't to let get it. It isn't to call off and win flips against Mr. Marbles. That's not the game plan. So I'm gonna take a little breath here for a second. And we're gonna go ahead and make just a normal raise. Look at this. We got Killing Bird giving us the donation, $5 donation. Big
Thanks,
fist bump to
Killing
you, man.
Bird.
Thank you so much
awesome.
for your donation and for your sub. Really
Yes.
appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Everybody's making fun of your math.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm sitting there like, 20 bigs? 10 bigs? Who knows? We'll make the fold. We will make the fold. Mr. Marbles really putting himself in jeopardy quite a bit here. Making those ships. And we're going to go ahead and ship against Poker Cat. I hate doing it. I really hope that Poker Cat doesn't wake up with that. Let's just slide through with a 7 or an 8 or a 9. Hit it. Okay, nice hold there, Poker Cat. She goes ahead and doubles through us for the 348. We are still the chip lead.
But now it's spread out more.
Now it's a little more spread out. So we're gonna make gonna make the fold here. We got the old 10-4 off.
Beware the cat.
It's not a tough decision. We're going to go ahead and make the fold. So, little King 7 off. What do we do here?
He's
Make
already
the
all
fold.
in. He's already shoving.
Yeah, Mr. Marbles just
Wow.
shipping it. Trying to get back into the game here. I would love for Poker Cat to actually wake up with something.
Yeah.
Even though we don't really like relinquishing the chip lead here.
Oh, here's the...
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and make the min raise here. And if Mr. Marbles decides to come over the top of us, we are snap calling. We are snap calling. Now, if Poker Cat comes over the top of us, we're snap calling. Yeah. Queen 10 against 7s. Jesus, and he just, no problem, just slides right through with his goddamn stupid fucking Queen 10. Nice hand there, Mr. Marbles. Way to get it in with the, like, way the worst of it and just slide through like it's nothing. How many times has he slid through? All in. I mean, this guy just fucking slides like it's nothing.
That's the third one with you.
Jesus Christ.
Your slide hand, your good hand just came about.
Anyway, I'm not going to... I got to just take a deep breath here. I mean, that's just really frustrating. Such an equity swing. I mean, we're looking at having 650,000 and being heads up with the chip lead, or we're looking at, having 7 big blinds in front of us and now just sitting here not knowing what to do. So it's very frustrating. We go ahead and make the shove here. Hope that we don't get called. If we do get called, we hope that he calls us with another Queen 10 off suit and we slide through. Mr. Marbles, what do? He makes the fold. So, yeah, very frustrating, you guys. I mean...
The roller coaster.
Yeah, the roller coaster. So, ace, queen off. This is going to be nice. Poker Cat folds. Mr. Marbles shoves. We make the snap call, and we're a 3-1 favorite. No. Poker Cat raises. Mr. Marbles decides to call, and we're going to go ahead and make the ship. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hope we get called with a king, queen, or an ace, jack here.
Ow, my leg.
And if they both fold, we're fine with that too, because there's tons and tons of equity here. I'm trying to regain my composure here. Deep breaths. It's so nice to be at the final table. It's so
such a
nice
privilege to compete.
being here. It was an honor just to compete.
That's right.
And they both fold, so we're able to pick up a pretty significant pot there, 100,000, which is almost a double up without having to fade there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make the ship here, and if Poker Cat makes the call, then we hope to slide through. But 12 bigs, Queen 8 offsuit in this, in these positions, I think that the shove is right. So. It definitely feels wrong to fold there. So let's go ahead and just let's shove here and hope that we just get through, I think. 11 bigs, 3-handed, ace-jack offsuit. We make the shove. If Mr. Marbles calls, we hope he calls us with an ace-10 or an ace-9. And he doesn't call.
So
he doesn't call.
You're creeping back up. Look, the calmness helped.
Yeah. Deep breaths.
But everybody's pretty... I mean, it's going to go fast.
It hasn't gone fast.
I know.
It's gone actually really, really slow. We were 4-handed forever. Yeah. It's
look, they just give you a walk. Is that right?
We did. We got the walk, which is nice. It's nice. Always nice to get a walk. King 8 off against Mr. Marbles. I think we go and make the fold here, and hope that Poker Cat makes the ship. It's pretty close.
Do you have your sunglasses on? I mean, you have your sunglasses. I want to put them on.
Yeah? Okay.
Where are they? Are they behind you?
Yep.
Here. There we go.
So a Queen 7 suited. It's pretty close, but we're gonna go ahead and make the fold there. It's really close. Awesome? Yeah. You look pretty badass with those on.
See.
Maybe I should put on my Jonathan Little ones.
No, I was just... No. It's okay.
There we go. So now we are both sporting the Blue Shark optics. I can't see.
Okay,
what do I have? I think I have an ace 4 here.
Here. Take them off now. I just want to see how I look like.
You look good.
Why do you have to copy me? Why are you trying to copy me?
I'm not trying to copy you. Okay, so he makes a very, very quick raise. Let's go ahead and ship it in the middle here. Hopefully Mr. Marbles is sitting here with like an ace 5 and decides, I'm going to call and look him up. Instead, he folds, and we go ahead and get a nice little equity jump there, 360,000.
Fucking marbles, everybody.
Fold. It's we probably really need to start being a little bit more aggro on this button, but with Poker Cat's stack, I mean, we kind of have to give Poker Cat the opportunity to have some spots, because otherwise she's just going to be 3-betting us, and we don't really want her to be 3-betting us light and being in just a stupid situation where we've got 7 high, So, Mr. Marbles, what do you do with 376,000? Against our pocket aces? He folds. No, we didn't have aces. We had 8-5. We had 8 high.
You did. Aww.
So we'll make the fold here. Good game, you donkey. Saying that, Dutch Board. I love you, man. I love you too. GG, you donkey. I'm glad we're friends.
That's a weird. Oh. What?
I'm glad that you're here. Gosh, you guys. So Poker Cat decides to see a flop there, which is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting there, you guys. Let's go ahead and make a raise here. We've got Poker Cat in the small blind shoving. Is that what we see, Poker Cat? Making the ship? Making the ship. And now we're sitting at a 2-1 with a Jack 8 suited, and I think it's just going to be a fold. Mr. Marbles makes the fold, and we go ahead and get out of the way of Poker Cat. Such a champion, Poker Cat. So impressed with the way you move chips, Poker Cat. I like your game. And Mr. Marbles, deciding that he's tired of giving me walks, decides to give me another walk.
Well, he probably thinks he's taken enough from you.
Yeah, maybe.
He's giving you it back.
Jack High versus Poker Cat. We're going to get out of your way, Poker Cat. Ace 3 off. Yeah, let's go ahead and make the raise here. Poker Cat with a shove could do some damage. Mr. Marbles, we've seen him shove with Queen High, so I don't really know what we're supposed to do against Mr. Marbles. We'll go ahead and fire out a same amount here. Hopefully Mr. Marbles just folds to us. Just folds to that C-bet. If Mr. Marbles were to have raised pre-flop... Wow, look at that. Look at that. So we hit our ace on the turn, and Mr. Marbles decides to go ahead and fold to our follow-up bet. And that gives us the chip lead once more.
See?
Sitting here with the chip lead, which is 12 bigs. 12 big blinds as a chip lead here.
How many times have you been in the chip lead in this?
It's gone back and forth.
I know. It's been
the only one who
times.
hasn't been the chip leader is, I think, Kathy. I think Poker Cat has yet to cross that chip lead position. And we're going to let you live here with a 4-3 suited.
God, it looks like I'm blind. I'm looking at this glass.
12 bigs for Poker Cat. It looks like... is that
look.
right? 12 bigs for Mr. Marbles, 12 bigs for Poker Cat. Not that much more for us. We're going to go ahead and make the fold here. And it's just so weird. It's like a raise and a shove. The shove gets through, and we have a new chip leader. And that's pretty much going to be the case here for pretty much any time we see it go like that. And just like that, I mean, it didn't even see a flop, and we're back down to the bottom stack.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is. It's super crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and make the ship here, and hope to get called with nines.
Nope.
And they just fold, and we've got a new chip leader. So it's like it's just going back and forth. It's just craziness, you guys.
It's a very long
just
game.
Craziness. Let's go ahead and make the raise here. My head hurts, you guys. This is so stressful. So stressful. I gotta say, it's good to have you all here with us. Mr. Marbles decides to give it up, and we're back to 426. Pocket twos. Oh, Mr. Marbles, if you shove, I'm calling you. If you shove, Mr. Marbles, I'm calling you with pocket twos. Yeah. If you limp, I'm shoving you too. So I mean, three-handed, any sort of pocket pair is going to be a pretty big deal. Poker Cat, we've been letting your big blind fly. We've been so easy on your big blind here. We'll keep on being easy on your big blind, but we've got to take it sometimes. We've got to take it sometimes. Poker Cat thinking about it. Thinking about it. She's trying to snipe us.
Right.
Jay Ruffer donating $20, man.
Thank you, Jay Ruffer.
Oh, sorry, man.
What,
I'm not
what?
trying to offend people. I'm
About
not trying
what?
to offend anybody. He says, stop dropping the F-bomb.
Are you cussing?
I probably was, yeah. I mean, I think that we just saw like a...
Dutch.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
It's a family show.
I know, I'm sorry. So, okay, we're starting to pool ahead, you guys. We're starting to pool ahead. And this is what we're trying to do. Both of these guys now have 10 big blinds, and we're sitting, with 20. So, what do we do with Mr. Marbles? 10 big blind ship. I think that it's a fold for us.
Oh, good. He's just sitting out.
Yeah.
What? He was thinking he was probably running. He's just running, getting some food real quick. Didn't realize he was playing.
Yep.
Nice.
What happens here, Mr. Marbles? Hold. Oh, Jesus. Hold. Oh, God. Hold. Boom!
Oh,
and
my
we are
gosh.
heads up
That
against
was really scary.
the lovely Poker Cat.
Oh, gosh.
We are heads up
My
with
heart
the
bled a little
3-1
bit.
favorite against Kathy Liebert.
Oh, I like
And
the
we're
money.
on break.
The
Gosh.
money on the...
We are on break. So there's an
On the table.
$1,800 difference, and we have 75% of the chips. So if we were going to calculate our equity here, we're supposed to get we would be looking at, so there's an $1,800 difference. We should be getting 75% of that if we were going to do a chop, which would be $913.50.
Can you do chops on here?
No.
Okay.
So
Somebody
if we were
asked
to
me,
chop, we would be
asked
going
me
for
earlier.
48, and she's only getting like 4K. That's pretty much what we would be chopping at. We're not chopping, though. We're not chopping because
Dutch doesn't like to chop.
I don't like to chop. And I'll tell you this, I don't really feel like I'm better than what my equity would suggest against Kathy. I really don't. I think that she's such an amazing player. She's such an amazing player. And if it was just... But I think that chopping looks bad for the game, for one. It makes the person who came in third feel like they got taken advantage of. And it starts looking more like explicit collusion, where as soon as one person gets knocked out, now the two guys who actually know each other and play hard against each other, but have been kind of avoiding each other, now just make a deal. It looks a little bit more like the explicit collusion rather than implicit. I just think it's generally bad for the game to make chops, and even though there's such a big difference now between second and first, I think that the way to avoid those kind of big equity differences is just to fight and lobby for flatter payouts. Guys, we're going to be right back. We are heads up for the for all of the marbles.
We are gonna take over the poker world.
Guys, we got a sub. We got a sub when we walked away. Mark Hoke.
So I'm gonna have to send them a book.
Big fist bump. Mark Hoke. Mark Hoke actually already has the books. You know, he actually has a quote on the back of the book.
He does.
He says, "Impossible to put down, a must-read guide to surviving the brutal world of poker. It is truly a game changer." Thank you, Mark Hoke, for the sub. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. And I got to tell you, Mark, I love you, man. If any of you guys haven't checked out the Mark Hoke show, it is worth checking out. I don't really know what we're supposed to do here against Poker Cat. I mean, she's sitting here with 10 bigs, so let's just go ahead and make it an all-in shipping game. And King 8 offsuit figures to be ahead of whatever she's waking up with. I don't really think that we're deep enough not to just decide to ship or fold at this point. So that's the option. And this is going to be a fold. You know, 6 high isn't really what we're looking for, so we'll make that fold. Can you hand me some scissors?
Catch. No.
7-2 offsuit is a fold. Jack 3 offsuit. If she makes the ship here, 4. Yeah, it's going to be a fold from us if she ships. She decides not to ship, and I don't blame her. You're really going to have to pick your spots well here, Kathy. So we're going to go ahead and ship this, pocket 6s. And I guess hope to get called by like an ace 3 or pocket 4s. If she's got like a smaller pocket pair, it's just kind of a cooler. So here's when we hold our breath. And she makes the fold. So here we have 8-2 off, and it's going to be a fold from us if she shoves. But she can't really expect to have too much fold equity here, you guys. I mean, that's the thing. Is we're gonna have to just try to slide here. Oh, and she actually wakes up with way the best of it, and we're looking for a 9, a 7, or a club. Hit it! Yeah. So she holds, gets the double up, and she's gonna be back up to a little under 10 bigs. So nice hold there, Kathy. You got it. You got it in with way the best of it. If she shoves here, we're calling. And she doesn't really have enough chips not to shove, so it's either shove or fold, ship or fold, and this is going to be a ship from us. I don't really want to get called, but we figure to have the best of it, so we'll make the ship. If we do get called, we hope that she wakes up with like a king 8 again, or even better, a queen 10, jack 10. Kathy, if you're watching this, I just want to say, well played, and it's an honor just to compete. It really is. I mean, you're easily one of my all-time favorite players, and here we are, heads up. WSOP.com, baby. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, King High is going to be the ship it, and we just hope that... Okay, so now we slide. Let's go and just slide through with a king or a 6. Hit it! So second time we get it all in, and now we are just straight up, flat out, even,
yeah.
Just even. And we are also kind of at a point where I mean, is it a trap? Feels like a trap. I don't know. It's a trap. And, wow, look at this. Hold. Ugh. That's going to do it, you guys. So she traps us. We end up just really hurting her on the flop, where now she's got 2 outs or just runner for the whole thing, and she gets the runner. So that's it. We get second instead of first, and, you know, well played, Kathy. I think... You know, I actually think that if we were to rewind that and, you know, parlay the 3 times we had you all in, we're a pretty good favorite to win one of those. You know, I mean, when it gets down to heads up, you really pretty much need to win those confrontations when you get it, you know, get it in there. Even though she's a favorite, and you know, in each of the confrontations, you know, you start stringing those along, and she's actually a pretty big dog to have survived. I actually feel like, it might actually have been even a bigger dog. All three of those confrontations strung out together, then the 3-1 advantage would have given her.
Good
Take
job.
deep breaths. I mean, it's definitely
Well,
it's
you're
definitely
glad
tilting, but
you're glad that she won it,
it's an honor just to compete. And second place isn't actually,
She's really good.
it isn't losing.
and she's really good.
She's
so.
she's an amazing player, and she's every bit as deserving as we are for first. But it is kind of tilting, especially how it went down. I mean,
Yeah.
pocket queens on the end against king 9, so you go ahead and limp in and trap us pretty good. But the trap isn't really the kind of trap you want, because we're actually not that big of a dog. We're looking at a pretty decent chance of actually hitting up, and we hit our king. So once that king hits, you're done. You're out. Back to Russia on your bicycle, Kathy. And that's going to just be like a nice way to end it. Instead, it just goes runner for the flush, and that's a pretty bad way to lose. So, you know what, though, guys? Second place is pretty good. Second place is pretty good, and I feel okay with it. I don't feel that good about it, but I feel okay with it. So this is the last hand. If you guys want to see, I'm going to go ahead and put that hand history up, and then we're going to jump into the Midnight Mayhem. Might as well. Auntie A Pap giving us the sub.
Nice.
Big fist bump to you. Welcome to the crew, man. Thank you so much for clicking on that sub button, and we're really happy to have you here. So how this went down is it got all in pre-flop after she kind of slid through with an ace high versus her king high, and then a king 9 versus her 8-9. She slid, both times she's ahead, both times she slides through, and here she's ahead. The king 9 of hearts, she limps. We go ahead and decide, okay, we're going to go ahead and fall for your trap if it is one, and if it's not, we'll just go ahead and pick up the equity here, because there's 10% of our stack without having to see a flop. She snap calls us with the queens, as we'd expect, and then when the flop comes out, we're really happy with that flop. She's going to need a little bit of a miracle, and the miracle happens. It's just like the poker gods are going to say, we're going to let the best hand hold up here again. No bad beats. We can talk about the parlay that she kind of ran against us. It's frustrating, but definitely congratulations to Poker Cat, and well done. We're gonna jump into the Midnight Mayhem, guys. We're gonna keep the party going, but first I'm going to just take a second and breathe. We'll be back to starting stack when we get back.
AP just took down